The fools of today know nothing of the mysteries of the past. They walk down streets built upon the bones of fallen empires that gave them their technology, their magic, the very blood that courses through their veins. Great empires once ruled all around. The first occurred when man was just a scavenger. They were the Salas, snake men as the ignorant call them today. Their magic was strong, but dark, and connected to the foul outer gods. This connection would be their downfall as the outer gods charge a steep price for their knowledge. In the end, their dealings brought a cataclysm down upon Ura that nearly destroyed all life. What remained clawed slowly out of the devastation and began to rebuild. As they did, they found the remnants of the Salas. They discovered their cities, science and magic, even some of their experiments. They took the magic as their own, swearing not to abuse it as the reptilians had, as if they could resist the allure of its power. They might have sworn off worship to the outer gods, but they were playing with the same fire. They called this the Age of Wonder, and the imbeciles still look back upon it with their stories of fables and romance. True, there was more magic, science, and prosperity then, probably more than at any other time before or since. They were as ignorant as the fools today. Their meddling led to the weakening of the weave between the worlds, and through this weakened weave, the Celestians were able to emerge. The Gilded Ones, with their beauty and perfection, soon took control of everything, and then began fighting amongst themselves and using man as their pawns. Eventually, those who fought against them closed the hole between the worlds, cutting them off from the power that made them godlike. Overnight, they went from being gods to merely powerful mortals. Mortals that could be killed. The last of the most recent follies from man was the unenlightened glory of Rosar. The greatest of man's empires, it stretched farther and more significant than any man's nations throughout history. The fools of Rosar believed themselves superior to all, and they pushed against all other races. They thought if they could force them into the worst corners of the world, or even exterminate them, they would have harmony and a perfect world. Little did the Daleks realize that man is his own worst enemy, and the Empire crumbled before even 1,000 years had passed. Now Ura is a fractured land divided up between rival nations, dark magic, and the worshipping of foul gods is once more on the rise as the lessons of the past have all been forgotten. Now these fools will bring down the same calamities as their ancestors. And my fellows and I will watch and laugh. Oh, how we'll laugh.
Name of it is A Night at the Opera?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A Day at the Races, A Night at the Opera, a Night in Casablanca, which they got sued for.
Yeah.
If you don't know this is a great story. Do you want to save it?
Well, we're live right now, so go ahead.
Oh, we're live already? I really thought that intro ran longer.
I am so excited that we're about to start this episode with the story about
Go ahead. First of all, hi everybody. Welcome to Tales from the Savage Land and Uncle Tony's Story Hour. Go ahead, Tony.
He's got a story.
We are unmuted, right?
I'm a huge.
We are muted. Thank you.
Cool.
I appreciate that.
Are we muted?
No, we're muted.
Okay.
Muted.
I'm a huge Marx Brothers fan, and one of the greatest stories about the Marx Brothers is them trying
Who's
to
the
make
Marx Brothers.
Oh no.
One of the great stories is about them trying to make this movie, A Night in Casablanca, and it came out after Casablanca came out. So they tried to make A Night in Casablanca, and Warner Brothers, back when Jack and his brother actually existed, they sued the Marx Brothers, saying you can't use A Night in Casablanca. We made Casablanca first. So the Marx Brothers filed a countersuit against the Warner Brothers for using the word brothers because they had been brothers first.
Ooh, well played.
Warner Brothers dropped the lawsuit, and the movie came out.
Well
That's what
played. That's good. That's a good. See, now you get a little bit of history,
A little bit of history.
entertainment, a little bit of this.
That's if I was ever going to be on Drunk History, that'd be like one of the stories. I'd embellish, but yeah, I'd get.
I
really
was about to say, I hope so. I mean, you're embellish anyway if you're drunk, but still.
I think we should make that episode of Drunk History ourselves because I want to see you doing a drunken impression of all of the Marx Brothers because that's three different.
Oh my God, I do too.
Impressions. If you can do it,
yeah,
I want to see your drunk pantomime for Harpo. That would be
drunk pantomime for Harpo.
No doubt, and that would be totally it. And then they would be like, you could have them talking about, and another thing, what do you think about it, Harpo? And then it like just, it like shift, but it's still you, just shift, and you just be like,
I did.
And then it shift back exactly.
I did the play Talk Radio many years ago, and it was. We opened the show. My friend of mine and I had the opening scene in the show. We were the DJ and the soundboard operator that were just leaving as the main story started. So one night I'm wearing a helmet that has the Starship Enterprise built into it, and just because Star Trek was coming out and I wanted to wear the hat, and the director let me, but he stopped Bert right before he went on stage, and he said, just because the kid's wearing the hat doesn't mean anarchy reigns on stage, Zeppo. And Bert looked back at him and went, but Zeppo wasn't the funny one.
You know what the best part of these stories are? Is we're excluding a huge portion of our audience that have no idea.
Those people need Google. They need Google, they need cable, they need Jesus.
There you go. I mean, this is me making fun of them in a roundabout way. That's all it is. It's because I love them with all of my heart.
Go look that stuff up, man.
Yeah, man. If you don't know who the Marx Brothers are, you really should. It is good stuff. Some of the best one-liners ever. If you want to learn, here you go. You watch the Marx Brothers and wait for the one-liners and memorize them. You'll be able to win any argument.
So how about, it's funny you should mention that because I have no idea what any of you are talking about. And only just now did I realize we're not talking about the guys who invented the airplane. So one of the things they're talking about,
right?
Wait for it, because that's when I'll jump in with my knowledge. Like, oh yeah, the biplane and the blah, blah, blah. Like, all right, any moment now, because I'm going to get in there.
I love it.
I wish you had jumped in with a biplane, something or other.
I was waiting for the moment. So yeah, I don't know what you guys are talking about. So for the audience, I'm with you. I'm the cast member that's with you. We cover all the bases.
You don't know Groucho, Harpo, Zeppo, Chico. You don't know the Marx.
I know Groucho Marx. That's pretty famous. But I thought there was only one, and then you said three. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Well, there's more than three.
There's three. Sure. Yeah. And I know the Warner Brothers from cartoons, but I didn't know they actually lived. I was
Warner Brothers Studios.
Yeah, studios.
They were actual Warner Brothers, two guys back in the early days of things.
I mean, it makes sense now if I think about it, but it was never part of my.
Yeah, it was on their own completely different team.
Yeah.
What about the Warner sister, Dot?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
That was a reference for the people who are too young to get the Groucho Marx reference.
There you go. And they do Groucho Marx impersonations.
They do all the time.
Yeah.
They're entirely inspired by the Marx Brothers. Animaniacs is like.
I'll give you one more Groucho Marx story because he got kicked off of television. He used to have a game show called You Bet Your Life. Guess the secret word, win $1,000. You know that one. And what Jonathan doesn't know, but they used to have guests, just regular people on, You Bet Your Life, and Groucho would try to interview them a little bit. He had one guy on who had something like 16 children.
Holy shit.
And Groucho was amazed. So he said to the guy, he's like, how do you end up? How do you end up with 16 children? And the guy said, Groucho, I love my wife. And Groucho said, I love my cigar, but I take it out of my mouth every once in a while. They canceled them soon after.
Yeah.
That joke in the 50s.
Yeah, it was back in the 50s. Good times. Not that we were watching it live, mind you.
No, but I've watched that clip over and over and over. That's a good one.
All righty. Hey,
Earn the one
everybody.
line.
Welcome to Tales of a Savage Land. I am Will DM. I am the game master for this great evening where we play Savage Worlds Suede Edition, and I attempt to get all the rules wrong that I can, and have other people tell me what I'm doing wrong. So, but aside from that, I'm not the main star of this. By no means, it's the illustrious cast that we have here. And yes, I use that word all the time. Illustrious, love it. Adam, if you're watching, hey, we got Lee Kim is in the house. Hey, Lee Kim, how's it going? All right, so let's go and start off with our introduction. Since Tony's had a lot of FaceTime, we'll go with him last.
Yeah, let's talk to somebody else.
Yes. Hey, Grace. We do it every week, darling. Go ahead.
Every week I act like it's the first time I've ever done it. I'm Grace. I'm playing Ari. That's all I've got.
All you need.
Wow.
It's just that's it. That's just
All
it.
right. No, not a problem. Jonathan.
Hello, my name's Jonathan. I play the character Brian. And yesterday I got what's it called? I messed my leg up. So that's pretty fun.
What?
I got chopped in the leg by a wooden sword. So that's pretty fun.
Ow.
Yeah.
Are you at a Ren fair?
It's like that. It's the SCA. It's the
Society of Creative Anachronism. What's the name of your kingdom?
We are familiar.
It is, the Barony of Magmore. Look it up.
Good
Mhm.
name.
Are there videos of you getting whacked with swords?
As much as you and my family all want to see it, I haven't taken any videos because basically it's not good yet.
What weapon do you use? What is your
Sword and shield for now? That's all. I want to focus on that one thing and then expand to the others.
So short sword, longer sword?
No, just a regular. I think that's 3 foot long.
Okay, I'm sorry, everybody. We gotta go. That's watching. So what's your name in this?
Yeah.
Don't have an official name. Don't have a title yet.
You're extremely green.
Yeah, you're very nice.
Not green, just lazy. I've been.
Okay, well that's fair enough.
Yeah. It's because
my recommendation is find someone who's in the royal family that has a hard time dating, and then just all inside the society, mind you. Then just have a smooth up to him as much as you can. Boom, get married, got title, smile. There it is.
Yeah, I'll look into that
for free. There you go.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Okay, cool. All right, you're gonna have to give us some sort of images at some point, man, because I'm gonna bug you about that. All right, so Dylan.
Hey, I am Dylan, and I play Phoenix here on the show, and I am probably gonna get into a fight tonight. So if you've been itching to see us punch stuff and whatnot, then hopefully
I've been waiting
tonight.
Yeah.
Tonight's the night.
And also, I'm Canadian, so all I thought of when you said tonight's the night was Neil Young, because that's the name of a Neil Young album. So there's more.
Is that required? Like when you get to a certain age, like when you hit 10, does like somebody at the door show up?
Oh, I've been to a lot of Neil Young concerts.
Give you like a Neil Young album.
The best part is he lives with you fuckers now, so he comes back to see us like on an occasional tour with the rest of Crosby.
I don't get that. I don't get it. I see. This shows that money corrupts all. Because like Canada, the nicest place in the world to live, right? And these guys, they get famous, and they come down here and making boatloads of money. And they buy big houses, and then they go back every once in a while to Canada. I mean, come on, no, it's like we don't even say please here.
To be fair, though, I mean, there's a lot more recording studios, a lot more cities with concert halls. It's hard to blame someone.
Yeah. Then he should tour and then go home. That's all I'm saying. All right.
He still sings about Canada from time to time.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. And last but not least, our man of the theatrical histories, Uncle Tony.
Hey everybody, I'm Uncle Tony playing Joplin Mayfair, and yeah, I got theater behind me. I got some theater. In fact, I haven't looked online. Is Milenray on yet?
Not yet.
Not yet, because
Oh, well, you're gonna
you
have
would have
to.
been hearing about it.
You need to pass this along since she's a local. But next Friday night, I agreed to do a couple of Shakespeare monologues over at the library for a friend of mine.
Oh,
So we're gonna do some great. But here's the good news: I'm doing one of them in a thick Scottish accent.
oh, beautiful! So nobody will understand anything.
Thing.
Excellent, I love it. Excellent. Well, I'll definitely let you know before I come because I'm going to take a couple of trips before I move, and I'll let you know beforehand so you can book something that I can go watch.
Oh,
Yeah, pressure, man. Come on now. All of Oregon is depending on you.
See, this
Wow.
is a good friend of mine who she produces a lot of theater around town. And a few weeks ago, she invited me over for a dinner party, me and my wife, and we went over. And we had a beautiful dinner and wine and dessert and great conversation. And then as I'm walking out, she's like, "Oh, by the way, can you do a couple monologues for me next Friday night? And just a couple of weeks, just a couple of monologues." I'm like, "Oh, thanks for dinner." Yes.
Man. Two things that stand in the way of me being having become an actor. One was memory, being able to memorize lines. It's a
I just
bitch.
don't know
That
the
does get in the way.
It's a bitch, and there's certain people that they won't let you ad lib that shit. You know,
No, almost no director I've ever had has been okay with me ad libbing
there you
anything.
go, right? And two, I can't really act. So those are the two things. All right.
You know,
honestly,
what are you talking about?
I can act, but only when I want. It's sort of like with my art. I can draw and all this different stuff, but only when I want.
I'm telling you, those two handicaps do not hold you back in Hollywood.
I was gonna say they don't hold you back in small town theater either, so you can living it up.
All right, fair enough. I'll come out and I'll do a couple of gigs out there.
No.
I'll do some terrible stand up while I'm out there, Tony.
I can arrange that for you.
I'm sure you could.
I can join you doing terrible
I
stand
got great jokes. I have no segues though. That's the problem.
You don't need segues. People just hop into the next joke.
Sometimes. All right, everybody, let's go ahead and get this rolling. All right, so basically, our intrepid heroes here are part of what is called the Arcanus, which is an organization in Lycena, city of Lycena, which is the largest city in the world. And they're all about, the Arcanus is all about finding magic and making sure it doesn't fall into the wrong hands and things along these lines. Magic isn't super prevalent in this world, not like a regular D&D world, but the heroes are starting to find out that there seems to be some ulterior motives behind the Arcanuses wanting them in the Arcanus. Am I right, guys? You starting to figure that out? Is it starting to come?
Wait, the Arcanus isn't playing straight with us?
Yes. Ogrit has not lied to you once. So there you go. I'd take that.
Wait, what do you mean?
All right. So anyway, I'll continue on with basically, during their trial period getting in, they made some enemies. Well, they made an enemy, and it's a big enemy. There's an organization called the Azure Brotherhood, which are notorious band of pirates. And they're all over the Mavi Sea, this great big inland sea. And, basically, the heroes, and I'll use that term loosely here, killed some of their guys and, basically looked like crooks stealing from them. So
we defended ourselves. We defended the righteous honor of other people.
I'm telling you what the Azure Brotherhood looks at it as. Okay, I'm just saying. It's not necessarily the truth, but they sort of look at it like, well, basically they had a blood feud. One of the princes of the Azure Brotherhood declared a blood feud on him until he got his pound of flesh for the crimes he considered against them. So in a roundabout way, they figured out a way to maybe make amends. And how they're going to do this is Phoenix, who's a scrapper and a boxer and had spent some time in arenas, he's becoming this great big hyped gladiator. They're gonna put him against some other gladiators who are supposed to take dives, and then there's gonna be one great big super fight, and then Phoenix is going to take a dive there, and of course, then the Azure Brotherhood will be able to recoup all these monies because of this, and then supposedly they'll be let off the hook for it. So what happened at the end of last episode is Phoenix was transformed. Well, during the last episode, into they're billing him as a half Celestine, and that's something else that's going on. But the Celestines are a interdimensional race of like angels that once had conquered this plane of existence, and so he's billing himself as this half Celestine coming into the world to take on all challengers. They dyed his skin blue, shaved his head, got all kinds of these golden glittery tattoos put onto him, and dressed him up. He looks like an Indian hero, essentially, from India, from their myths and legends or something along these lines. And so they went, and his first bout is tomorrow. As when we get to the game, you'll see it here. But at the end of the last episode, they got to go and watch this guy, Moldak, who's a gladiator that the Azure Brotherhood brought in from down south in India. And he's like this crazy voodoo, long-limbed kind of guy. And he went toe-to-toe with this other gladiator, Zelt, and he just quickly killed him. He stretched his arms out and choked him and gripped it with his elastic snake-like arm and hand, and it popped off this gladiator's head. And this is the guy that supposedly, in the end, that Phoenix is going to get to fight. And
now, point of order,
take a dive for.
I bet 50 coin on that, and at 2-1 on. And I'm expecting to be paid.
I'm going to have to go back later and watch the episode.
Oh, no, it's there.
I don't recall that. Do you guys recall that? I don't recall that.
I recall.
I didn't take a vow with poverty.
Okay, so where we're picking up is you guys are all still at the arena. You're all still in the luxury box of Ralbaka, and you were watching the fights, and you just got done watching the Moldak go against Zelt and kill Zelt. And, we got that following. Thank you very much. Was it Cahoots Entertainment? Well, now I'm questioning naming mine Wicked Studios because Cahoots is way cooler. All right. All right.
Here locally, just so you know, Cahoots stands for Crisis Assistance Helping Out on the Streets. It's actually for the homeless.
Wow. Thank you. I'm sure we're all going to live better lives knowing that now.
I can't hear Cahoots and hear the same thing that you do anymore.
All right. All right. So, all right. So we're going to pick up right there. You guys are all in this luxury box of Rabaka's, and Rabaka comes like gliding over as he does to Phoenix, who's I guess you're kind of like sitting there with your mouth open, just watching what Moldak did to this guy. And so Rabaka glides over. First of all, he reaches over and he closes your mouth, and he goes, Phoenix, darling, I really think this would be a beautiful opportunity for you to get up and address the crowd and show that you're not intimidated by this man. Go ahead.
What? Excuse me?
Yeah, just like flex your muscles or something. Go over here, and he picks you up out of your chair, and he pushes you, because this is a luxury box like at a football game or something like that. There's no glass though; it just looks straight out into the arena, and he's like pulling you over towards the wall where it looks out over onto the stands and all this different stuff. Yes, okay. Now flex. Look intimidating, like you're unimpressed by what happened. Joplin, please help this man.
He pointed. I remember that.
Well, that was before. Have him do something now. There it is. And then Raul Baca looks over and he points at a guy, one of his servants over in the corner, and he pulls this like trumpet out from behind his back and goes to get everybody's attention. So all the crowds are looking up now. They're looking up. They see the Mighty Chimera, which is your now stage name. And yeah, okay.
Look, fierce.
Very tough.
Oh,
Very
oh,
tough.
Phoenix.
Thanks.
We're gonna have to work on that. All right, before anything, all right, let's go. Come. And if you remember, at the end of the episode, Moldak, after he killed Zelt, he turned and he looked up at you in the box. Okay.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so he goes and Raul Baca goes and he's starting to exit and he's waving for you guys. Like, okay, come on. No need to sit around. I don't want Phoenix getting like walking around not looking intimidating. Let's go.
All right.
Okay, so you guys, I take it all follow him out.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going down, and he takes you guys down the secret stairwell, through the arena, down into the to the basement area where his carriage is, which is a sealed carriage, so nobody is going to be able to see you. And you guys all start getting into the carriage.
Can I stop off at the cashier's cage and get my money?
Sure you can. And as you go, you say, you tell him, like, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get my winnings. Is that what? And Raul Baca says, Of course, darling. Go ahead. You know where I live. and they all just keep moving on. And they go.
That's
I
fine.
show back to Joplin. Hey, I bet a copper on that too.
I'll get you get 3 copper back.
Thank you.
There it is. Okay. So they get into the carriage. You guys get in the carriage, and you start heading out. You're going back to Raul Baca's house. Okay. So we'll finish this little thing off with Tony here. So Tony, you go down to where the sport bookie guy is, right? And essentially he takes the the bets and stuff, and it's essentially what they do is they would come out and they pull out those stools and they stand on a stool, and then they would sit around, they got a pad of paper, and they talk to everybody and whatnot. Now you go back down to that same area. Now before, when they're taking bets, it's just the guy, the stool, the pad of paper, and there's a number of them. It's not just one guy, right? And now there are a ton of armed men there. And behind them is a table with an iron box on it. Okay, and they're standing there because now they've got the money.
The money, that's fine.
Yeah. So, all right, so you sit there, you stand in line for a little bit, and then you come up to the guy, and he goes, yes, slip, hurry, come on.
I give him my slip, it's right there.
He takes it and goes, okay, well, he gets out another piece of paper. He writes down an address and whatnot.
What?
And he gives it back to you. He says, you're going to have to go to that address for your full winnings, but here's your 50 gold that you and he gives you back your original 50. And he gives you another sack with 25 silver.
Okay.
He said, but we don't. Come on now, you'd break us in on this kind of shit anyway.
So I thought the big box was for.
Yeah, but and there's like a lines and tons of people, So he's like, well, yeah, just go to that. You still have your slip. Just take that with you,
okay,
and you'll be fine. So okay, cool. All right. Okay, so the carriage goes back to Rabaka's mansion. We'll let him in through the gates. Pulls up through the drive. Doors open up. Everybody gets out, and Rabaka's. Now, Phoenix, darling, it would be probably in your best interest if you were to stay here, but you don't have to. I mean, it would be good for you to go about the city and play yourself up some, but that doesn't seem to be your strong suit. And well, until Joplin comes back, it's up to you. But there's guest rooms for everyone if you want. My boy, and he just points at one of the servants, will show you to those rooms if you want them. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow. Make sure you're here on time. At basically noon. and we'll start getting everything prepped for your fight. Aren't you excited? Come, Phoenix. He like pat you on the chest real quick. He
Yeah.
said, Aren't you excited? Oh, it's gonna be glorious. Yes. All right.
Yeah.
Well, ta-ta. Good evening. And he goes gliding off into his mansion. You guys are left standing outside. So, what are you guys going to do?
How's the day?
How am I feeling?
Yeah.
I'm having some doubts about whether that guy's going to throw the fight. Or let me throw the fight, I mean.
Yeah.
I still think that we need to get through to him. Make him think that he's seen his goddess.
I think that's a good idea. Just trick the guy, make him think that someone that's important to him is deity of some kind, or he didn't say deity. Told him to just let me live. He doesn't have to lose. He just has to not brain me like he did that guy.
Yeah.
I'm having my doubts as well. I don't know how I missed that finer detail of them being so dismissive of you dying, Phoenix. I thought this was a guaranteed thing, but apparently it's not.
Yeah, no, it doesn't seem so. No.
Okay. Now, you guys were going to make plans to start doing some preparations for your trip, right?
Yeah.
The trip?
Yeah, aren't you guys planning to go to the Vezin Desert now? You found out the location of all the portals.
I think for Brian, I think I'm going to focus on tomorrow than any trip.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't be focused on that though.
I think
not a problem.
We can.
Speaking of focusing on things, hey Joplin. Why don't you give me a notice roll?
Because I'm not good at it. I mean, if you're looking
all
for
the more reason for you to give me a notice roll.
Well, my wild die saved me a little bit.
Yeah, that's not bad, man. That's not bad at all. Let's see something here.
Ooh.
Okay, that's good. So basically, you've got that piece of paper the guy gave you. You start going through the crowds because it's really crowded down around here in the bookies and what have you. And you start, you're kind of, not very happy. You didn't get all your money. You got a lot more money coming your way.
Wow.
And right? And as you're making your way through the crowds and stuff, you're the type of guy that generally pays attention to crowds. You pay attention to your surroundings. You've been around enough, and due to the fact that you're kind of a shady dude on your own regards, it helps. So as you're going through the crowds and whatnot, and you're looking as you go around at the different people and stuff, you've noticed the same guy just kind of shadowing you. He's walking through the crowds. He's not really trying to make himself, he's not like when you look back, he doesn't hide behind somebody.
It's not that same other guy, snaky dude.
What was his name again, Phoenix?
Wallace Shawn.
Wallace. We're going to call him Sean. Sean is his name. It's inconceivable. No, it's not him at all. It's kind of just an average Joe looking kind of guy. Came to the arena, and the name of this place is the Agora, so you guys know. And to watch the fights, and he looks like he works an average job, maybe down at the docks, or maybe in the quarries, or maybe working at the stables for the Iron League, something like that. Something along these lines.
But he seems like he's following me.
Oh, he is 100% following you. This, for sure. Okay, so you guys are back at Rob Baca's place. You like how he did that? I said it on his phone.
I'll wait.
I'll give him a chance to think about what's going to happen to him. So,
wait, what?
A nice mugging.
So what are you guys going to do then? Are you guys going to just hang out there and wait for Joplin to show back up, or?
Pretty much, yes.
I think, yeah. I'd maybe try and meditate, try and figure out how to meditate. Well,
All right. Yeah.
I probably honestly would head back to the library of the Arcanus. I want to figure out what that blue vial was that Azel gave me.
Ah, yes, the infamous blue vial given to you by the Celestine. Yes. Okay, cool. All right, so you head off and go to start making your way to the Arcanus. Now, Brian and Phoenix, you guys are then I think you just go inside Rabaka's house and like hang out in the foyer and whatnot. Is that what it is? It's all set up. It's got drinks and chairs and what have you. So
I might ask Brian if he'd spar with me a little bit or something. It's a little like a.
Well, you think that's a smart idea before your actual match tomorrow.
Just gentle, just to work on the reflexes.
Right. Stay limber, of course. Now
You
stand
know
up.
what? You know what? You guys are at a gladiator promoter's house. I bet they might even have a sand pit here. There is a servant there. Just stand in case you guys need anything.
Sure.
Hey, do you have a place where we could spar? Just
Of
practice
course,
for the
masters.
fight.
Of course. And he says, please follow me. And he takes you, basically, you go through a little bit of Rabaka's house. Because remember, you guys have, well, no, Joplin has. I'm not, I did it again. Phoenix has, because they took Phoenix back into the house. And you went into, through an area into like, almost like servants' quarters, it looked like. If you knew what the backstage of a play looked like, that's what it looks like. Now I know knows what that looks like. Phoenix, not so much. So you guys are led through the house and through a number of really lavish rooms. These hallways go past, like dens and like it takes you through a pool. A nice, it's sort of like an outdoor pool, but it has a roof and colonnades around it. And he takes you out back into this walled garden area, and back within this walled garden area, tucked away in a corner, is essentially a sand pit for fighting, and it's a pretty decent sized one too. Nowhere near as the size of something that's in the arena or whatnot, but it could easily hold 12 combatants comfortably. Yeah. So. What I'm going to say is, if you guys want, because this will be kind of fun, you guys can go ahead all out against each other, like full-blown combat, and at the end, there will be no residual leftovers. So it's not like you're going to have to heal up anything that you're having. It's just basically so you guys can have a fun going at each other sort of thing. Does that sound okay for you guys?
I appreciate the mechanics of it, but Brian's not going to do that. I don't want to hurt his friend. Of course not.
Well, of course, exactly. You wouldn't be hurting him anyways, but this is just the mechanics of it, right? So there you go. This way you guys can get a good measure of yourselves.
Oh, I'm not going to.
Just see if you can plant. Do they have some sort of like dummy spear? Like,
yeah, they've got wooden weapons.
Just see if you can plant it on me, and I'm just gonna try and not get hit. That's really all I need.
Right. I think Rabaka did say that most of your fighters are going to kind of look like me, and I'm just going to tap my armor with that wooden spear.
Yeah, let's just see if I can get around that spear and get a hit in.
All right.
Good practice for the guy with the long arms.
Right. Totally, 100%. Okay, so
I'm going to tell the boy to let us know when Joplin arrives, or Ari, as soon as possible.
Yeah. What I'll do is you guys go ahead and oh, that's right. I got to put you in there. And I almost forgot about that. All right. And Brian. Excellent. Okay. So let's go ahead and deal these cards. It's been a minute since I've dealt any cards, even.
It's good just mechanically for me to find out how easy it is for me to get hit right now because we haven't had combat since I've upgraded some stuff.
Oh, right.
Okay. I got to remember. There we go.
Oh, I have a raise from last week I didn't use.
That's what I
Well,
did wrong.
it's time to use it.
I will get this. There it is. You gotta hit the right buttons. What is it? Oh, that's right. Yeah. I did mention
was entertaining.
I did mention at the beginning that I have problems. Right,
It's just like a disclaimer.
There it is. Here it is. I got it now. There it is. Okay. Whatever. 1, 2, 2. Do I hit this one? No, I hit
My favorite part of Savage Worlds is trying to figure out how to make Roll20 cooperate.
Right?
With the mechanics of it. I'm assuming that like this is actually mechanically this is just us, me and Brian, just sort of like warming up. We're both like stretching.
Yeah, there you go.
Of course.
This has nothing to do with me not knowing what the hell I'm doing again.
Cracking the knuckles, trying to like throw a few like get the arms warmed up.
And then, of course, as he's doing, I'm just trying to mimic what you're doing. Like, oh, you're doing shoulder stuff? I guess I'll do shoulder stuff too. You did leg stuff? I guess I'll do leg stuff.
And I'm just like doing one of these, like these stretches, like the stretches that like not like the pro athletes where like the guys in baseball have their leg over their freaking head, like just those like warming up the body kind of stretches that you see you guys doing right before the fight, just like
Oh, it keeps telling me. How did I run? This is a bunch of crap here. I'm doing just you guys should like this. It kept telling me I thought it was I wasn't reading, of course, and it was and so I was like, well, what is it actually saying? So I read it, and it's like, there's no cards in the deck. So I was like, all right, I got this then. All right. There it is. See? It helps when there's cards. I guess it also helps if you read. Okay. Okay, so what we got here is it looks like, Brian, you are going to get to go first here in this little exchange. So you guys are both like, making circles, whatever, in the sand. So.
Are you ready?
Yeah, don't be afraid to.
And then as he's talking, I'm just going to go to strike forward.
Yeah.
Glances off of me. I'm assuming, or I at least dodge.
You can move or slap it to the side. Yeah. All right. So you're able to get in there. Doesn't spear give you some kind of advantage with that though, Brian?
Advantage as in. It gives me a +1 to parry and reach. That's it.
And reach. Okay. Well, you just reached him, but you just didn't hit. Okay. All right, cool.
Okay, you tricky motherfucker. And I'm gonna go in for a hit.
Ooh.
It's just a gentle pop on the side of the head.
It's not a real hit, but you would have gotten hit. Yeah. Exactly.
Just like I roll, I kind of get the spear under my arm and pop him on the side of the head, and then back up. Like
now, here's the thing: what's your armor like?
That beats my parry of 9, so it does make contact, but does it beat toughness?
Oh yeah, let's see. I didn't even think about that. No, yep. I don't think so.
Well, that's 11 or no 12, right? Because you get the bonus damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what did you say yours was?
Oh, toughness is 11. So I think that does.
Yeah.
I ring your bell a little bit.
Does that bonus happen from a raise or from just?
I had thought it was the raise.
That's from
when you get a raise, you get the extra damage. So 9, 10, 11, 12.
It's not a raise. So it's just 9.
The wild die, he got the raise on, which opens up the bonus damage.
A raise is 4 above my parry. My parry is 9, so you have to get a 13 for a raise.
Oh, you mean like actually like a raise above the damage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Green means based.
Yeah. I mean, he got a raise, so he got to add extra damage to his attack, is what it is. But
I don't think that's how it works, but let's keep it going.
yeah, because when you roll to an attack, if you roll and you succeed in a hit, but you don't get a raise, you only do regular damage.
Yeah.
When you roll and you get a raise on your attack, you get your bonus damage.
I agree.
And then that is applied to whatever your toughness is.
My parry is 9 though, so to get a raise, he has to get 13, not 11.
Oh, like a.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't go like that though. It doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah,
How
it's
about
the parry is not, the raise is not indicative of what your stat is. It's not 4 over whatever your stat is. It's just if you're getting 4 over in the roll, so it goes in those increments of 4. Is what it is.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you go 15 episodes without fighting.
Yeah, serious.
Yeah.
Actually, it's been
Cracking a bunch of jokes and
it's been basically
Relax the
like
people.
4 episodes, roughly. Basically. Jeez.
More than that, right?
You think?
I don't
a
know.
lot.
I
Could've been.
Plan a lot.
So, but still, your toughness is 11.
He's
right?
11. Yeah.
Which
so if he's-
that's a wash. Because it's your toughness is equal to the damage he did. So nothing happens there. It's a wash. You have to
he
do
did,
it
he
over.
did 12 damage, and my toughness is 11.
He did 9, 10, 11. Yes, he did 12. So he did do 1 point. So essentially, you take a point, and you could be.
Is that shaken? I don't think that's shaken.
That's shaken.
No,
Yeah.
it might be. Let's see, 0 to 3 points. So technically, you would technically be shaken right now because he
Shaken.
did that 1 point over. Okay. So then what we would do is now we would re-roll, redeal.
Mm. How dangerous.
And for the record, I do know in case someone's watching is aware of the mechanics of my character, I know I can hit twice in a round. I'm assuming that I'm not going to try and knock his block off and we're trying to spar here.
Right.
So I'm intentionally not just punching him in the head after I
Well,
Both of you holding back is not doing either of you any good.
we got a, and that's the thing. It's like what I'm saying is go ahead, cut loose, and see what you can do. There will be no lasting repercussions off of it. It's sort of a testing run too. So I know that you guys aren't trying to actually really hurt each other, but Phoenix, you got a Joker. So
Oh.
you got a Benny.
Benny!
You get a Benny.
Yes, you got a
Hey.
Benny.
Do we all get bennies?
I think we all get. Oh,
You know
is
what?
it?
Benny's all around. You all get Bennies.
I'm pretty sure the Joker gives everyone a Benny, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's supposed to be everybody that's in combat, but we're gonna get
Right.
everybody on.
I'm so
It's been a
bent
while.
guy. Short.
That's all right. I'm cool with it. So yeah. So you went in and you popped him, and you actually
I'm
think that you rang his bell pretty good.
I'm gonna do. This is a called shot. I'm gonna try and take out his ankle. So what is it? It's a minus. Is it a -2 for a called shot?
Let's see. I'm pretty.
I
sure,
can't remember now.
I'm pretty sure it
Been a
is a
while.
-2. Dun, dun, dun.
I'll do the roll and we'll see.
Go ahead.
I don't think.
Oh,
I don't
snap.
think it's gonna matter.
Oh my my.
Jesus.
That's gonna hit. He rolls a 16, so yeah, that's really good. All right,
I aced on the 12, so that's why.
right, exactly. Okay,
Bravo.
so you do make the called shot. Okay, here
Okay.
it is.
I still have to roll damage. Oh, I rolled damage for the wrong weapon last time too. I apologize.
Now, are you doing with your fists and the metal gloves, or what are you doing those with?
Oh yeah. I guess I am wearing the weighted gloves.
Okay.
I didn't think about that. No, I don't think I am because I took them off last episode. We'll assume I didn't put them back on and that I'm.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna say then, because remember the reason that you got the gloves is so that you could fight somebody that's like Joplin. I mean,
Yeah.
like Brian. So if
Yeah.
you're not wearing those gloves, you wouldn't have been able to hurt him without doing a cult shot.
Right.
Is
Yeah.
that true?
because you're wearing armor, he has to pick an unarmored area to punch you.
Yeah.
So like where it's open in your face, because he's just doing fisticuffs. He's not doing weapon damage. That's the whole reason he got those bad things, so that he could go once he starts going against guys. So,
crazy.
He could be, finding the chinks in the armor, and I don't mean it racially.
I think I was going for like a heel to the kicking him in the in that spot, try and throw him off balance more or less.
Let's see, I'll find it this way. I really hate that, and I know I've said this before, but there's no index in the Suede stuff. Called shots, there it is.
Oh, yeah, I found it. Sorry, I should have said something earlier.
And I just search on my PDF.
It looks like he has a hard copy, which doesn't help.
No, I should pull that up and then just do it that way.
Should have got. I have the PDF. I'll open it up on my desktop here too for further inquisition.
Yeah. So cold shots. What area did you aim it at?
He's going at his ankle.
Oh, his ankle. So limbs. Hitting a limb has no additional special effects and it's already accounted for by wound and pace penalties. Interesting.
Yeah, here they are. Yeah, called shots. A limb is -2 to the attack. A head is -4, but +4 to damage. Small target -4. Tiny target -6. But yeah.
And then it could be the unarmored area. I don't know what his armor looks like.
So, but that's okay. So it's -2. We got that right. The only time it's going to be plus to damage is if you're actually hitting somebody in the head. Okay. So you hit him in the ankle for sure. It's not going to do any effects. Large numbers is the target's parry. Raises would be over 4 above the parry. So that is what you were saying, isn't it?
A little bit, somewhat, yes.
So yeah, so it's you take the parry, then it's okay. So, but so your roll has to be 4 over. It's just not the raise on the dice, because I know you have to beat the number. But if you roll and get a raise to beat the number, I thought the raise effect still accounted. But
I think it only adds to the bonus damage with. Clearly, I don't know. I don't know why I'm trying to help.
I mean, let's just keep rolling. We'll do that.
Yeah, we'll keep rolling with it.
Also, thank you to Rigger Raven for.
Yeah, no doubt. Thank you, Rigger. I appreciate
Rigger
that.
Raven. Ow.
Okay, so
he rolled 16.
He rolled 16. He hit you, so that would be a hit. So it'd be a matter of rolling the damage now.
Right. Let's see what happens.
Oh God.
Damn.
That's some strong.
That's some hefty shit. Okay,
So that's
what's your
first PC death.
What's your toughness? What's your
Toughness is 11.
Is 11. Okay, so there's 6 points is what he ends up doing because it gets soaked up by your toughness, right? So that's 6 points.
Mm-hmm.
And so the damage for 6 points is a wound. So you're this is where your armor's helping you. See how this is gonna? Because otherwise he would have just moidalized you. So okay, so you were already shaken, and it hadn't been your turn yet to unshake. So technically now you're going to be rocking 2 wounds.
2 wounds. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's your turn, and now you kind of got to.
Could I use a Benny to soak those wounds?
You could.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
There you go. Use the Benny. Soak.
I am using a Benny to soak wounds. I believe that's a vigor roll, unless I'm mistaken.
Yes, vigor.
Cool. So that's 15. I can soak a total of 3 wounds from that. Divided by 4. That's.
Holy crap. So essentially you're going to soak all of that is what you're going to do.
Yep, I'm still shaking though, I believe. Actually,
you were still shaking because you were shaking before you got hit. It hasn't been your turn. You haven't got the roll to unshake yourself. So, but you take no wounds, but you're still shaking. Okay, cool. All right, so now it's your turn.
I think you can still. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're probably going to say it as well. Page 96. If the character soaks all wounds from the attack, he removes the shaking condition too, even from previous sources.
I did not know that. That's good to know. Okay, so then you're unshaken.
Unshaken.
Rigger, we got to kick you something nice and special too.
And so with that, if I soak all the wounds, am I tripped? Still tripped, knocked prone from him sweeping my leg?
No, I would say no because it technically didn't occur because the Benny happens. And so essentially,
Good old Benny.
you go down and you like give a good old crack on his ankle and it just kind of like catches the greave down there. Like clang.
Ow!
Okay, so now it would be your turn, Brian.
I think that's probably like a very specific spear technique where I just stab the spear into the ground to like reinforce my own heel, and then I'm just going to spin it around and try to hit my good old friend here.
There you go.
It's a 7.
I don't think 7's going to hit, does it? What's your
My parry is a 9.
Oh, and my parry is actually a 7, not a 9, so it still would have done the shaking damage anyways.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's
Well,
using-
he doesn't get you. So
Mhm.
now we get to deal again.
Right.
But man, if you hadn't had those bennies, good night, nerds.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey, Rigga, man, we really appreciate that very much so, and thank you for kicking in with the info too, helping us out with that. Because, like I said, we're learning as we go as well. I did it the wrong way.
15 episodes in.
Oh, I didn't know Rigger was helping us with the
Yeah,
rules.
he's in chat. He's helping out with rules, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. Because I've read and then forgotten. All right, here we go. There we go. All right, so Phoenix, gosh, man. Brian, you can't catch a break on this stuff. You're still up on that. All right, so Phoenix, it's your turn again. Unleash the beast, man. Get him with both of your attacks.
All right. Yeah, after seeing him just soak that, I'm just like, okay, well, fuck, I guess I can just go for it. So, first attack, no, that doesn't. Oh, it does that?
9 beats my 7, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. That's no. So I'm just like,
So you just-
ow!
He
Hits
just
me.
soaks it up. Yep.
Yeah.
And then this, there you go.
And then I'm gonna do like the Chuck Norris and try and roundhouse kick him in the helmet.
House.
Roadhouse.
That
Boom. 10.
connects, right?
It makes contact, yes.
Makes
Okay.
contact. Let's see the damage.
No.
Soaked
No.
up again. He's
Yeah.
got that big old heavy dwarven made metal armor on him.
I'm
Like,
easy to hit.
Yeah, it's
The
The problem is, the moment you hit me, I'm gonna be hurt.
You're not gonna hit him.
Oh right, I'm not wearing my armor either, so my
No.
toughness right now is very low. I know I could. None of those did any damage. So
So it is Brian's turn. Are you gonna go after him, man? Come on now.
Of course, of course.
There it is. 10.
oh yeah, that hits.
Okay, so let's give us some of that glorious Brian damage.
and call out the numbers, guys, because the Twitch people
Oh
can't.
yeah, that was a
Of
10.
course, of course.
You rolled a 10 with a raise on the wild die.
Mhm. And damage.
Holy
Oh my God.
Wow.
16 points. Oh, bam.
We gotta push each other to the edge. So
No.
Exactly. That's what I'm
That-
saying.
That's what is that? Doesn't that add the bonus damage, or did I misunderstand?
is your parry 6?
Oh right, no, my parry is 9, my toughness is 6. We're good.
Yeah, we're
I'm
good.
sorry.
There's no bonus damage.
I'm
Just
s-
16.
But that is because I'm not wearing my armor. That's a total of 10 above my toughness.
So it's shaken and then 2 wounds. Or no, shaking and then 1 wound.
Now I do have.
No, you were right. It's 8 to 11 points of damage over your toughness. Your toughness.
I'm gonna try and soak those wounds.
Yeah.
too.
So 2 wounds and shaken.
So you roll 8. 8 with spirit. Or vigor, I mean.
Vigor, yeah, okay.
So that's 1 wound. So
Oh, I do get a +2 from my
Oh.
from that. Is it Iron Jaw? Don't I get a +2 from that?
You took
Vigor.
something so you could take more damage.
I think the Iron Jaw. And Rigger Raven knows the new Suede rules. Let us know.
Rigger, help
But
us!
I know at one point in the rules that was a +2. I think it might have changed at some
You can
point.
add +2 to your
+2.
silk rolls. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, to avoid knockout blows.
If you put it on your sheet, you should be able to print it out.
Yeah, so On the Solomon Kane rolls, it is just he gets +2 to soak rolls.
That's I'm almost positive still the same as Wade.
Yeah, soak rolls.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the 8 he needs.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you get 8. Yeah.
So does that soak the wounds, but not? I'm still shaking though, right?
No. If you
No.
do the wounds, you're unshaken as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Ah.
so basically, it's just like when you went after him with his ankle, and you would have totally cleaned his clock, but he spent the Benny, and then okay, cool.
You're heating up.
Yeah,
Cool.
So you guys both know that you've pretty much could have taken each other out, but it's almost as if that the holding back of everything is what's really keeping you from just cleaning each other's clocks. God bless America, Phoenix, you go again. He gets an ace to your 6.
I'm pretty heavy dude, so it makes sense.
That's
like-
true. He's all dancing around and what have you. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna go for like I'm just like going for the midsection here, just like trying to like land a blow somewhere in like the center of the armor, and okay, and then I'm gonna bring it back around and just an elbow, like a vicious elbow.
Under the armpit.
Don't be a jerk now. Come on.
Well,
No.
there's no armor there.
I know it hurts a lot.
It
So
does.
7 hits. 7 actually hits.
Oh, 7 does hit.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Right, yes.
roughly easy to hit.
Okay. There we go.
Oh gosh.
Damn. That's the thing is the armor is designed. He's designed to soak damage, but not like that.
So that's actually going to be that's a raise because my toughness is 11. So he did
Okay.
exactly 15. So that's going to be a
4
shaking and
points.
a wound.
Shaking in a wound. You got it.
Mhm. And
Okay.
I'm going to let that stay.
There you go.
I'm being-
You don't want to burn all these bennies in.
Nah, I think it would be funny if we did, but
Right.
Get
my
burned
evil-
all the bennies before the play.
And my evil plan would have come to fruition.
I burnt one,
Okay.
specifically one Benny, knowing that I'd earned one Benny.
There you
Yeah,
go, Brian.
I
You
figured.
got the initiative.
oh wait, this is my turn after that one.
Yep. Oh wait, no, you didn't go. My bad.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
I
'cause
totally
he's supposed to
skipped
go
you.
first. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
So
fine.
so first
we're
of all,
fine with that.
roll to see if you can get rid of your shaking.
Oh wait, I wasn't shaken before. Oh wait, no, I was. Sorry. So we'll still use that, but let's see if shaken. 13.
Oh, you got it. You got it. No, you're not shaking. You're good. So you can go ahead. But you rolled a 5 to hit.
Roll the 5. Yeah, 5 to hit.
So
That's still-
you're unshaken, but yet you weren't able to get him. Now we'll go back, and it is your
Oh,
turn again.
and since I have 1 wound, that's a -1 across the board. But
Right.
nerves of steel lets me ignore that.
Oh, well, there you go.
There you go.
Okay, cool. All right. Now it's back to because now I've already done the deal, so it is your turn again.
Oh, nice. So still unshaken, and I'm gonna follow up with another spear attack. Oh, it's nothing.
Nothing. He misses. All right, Phoenix.
I'm gonna like grab the spear and just like roll along the
Gator
spear,
roll.
and then like bring the backhand up and like just try and smack him in the face.
All right. Let's see what you got.
Got some style here.
Ooh.
That hits.
Okay.
Yeah, that does damage.
Does it?
Yeah. Toughness 11.
Right.
So that's 13.
Mhm.
So
That's 1
So
wound.
that's no, that's just shaken. But you
Oh, that's
already
right.
and because you got rid of your shaken, so you're shaken again.
Again. Mhm.
Shaken in 1 wound.
Okay, and then I'm gonna while I'm there, I was tempted to do the Three Stooges and poke him in the eyes, but I'm just gonna follow up with another pop to the face and see if I can not trying to leave any marks here, but no, that doesn't hit.
I think you thought about it too much, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like came back in and I like pulled it a little bit, but like then like just got in my head. Yeah.
Did this
And- and
permanently damage something?
Right. And so Rigger, basically that was just flavor is what that was. He wasn't going for the actual extra damage in that. So we didn't
Yeah.
apply the -4 for the penalty. Damn it, I did it again. One.
All right.
So it is the one that there. I thought I did that one.
So reshuffle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phoenix, you again. Gosh, you've only won one, Brian.
It's fine. I mean, either he goes first or I go first. It's no big deal.
There you go.
All right, I want to go in for like just a big like sweeping punch, like Troy when he jumps up.
Superman punch.
Yeah, like a Superman punch.
There you go.
It definitely made.
Oh, I'm gonna try to catch you then as you're flying through the air. With the
Yeah.
See how that works. 9 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
So. Oh,
That's just the 3 damage against your toughness.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, that doesn't get me, but it wins me a little bit, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Whew. All right.
ow. It goes really quick when there's only 2 people.
It does. It really does.
I'm surprised.
There you go, Brian. Got yourself a jack.
Woo!
Against his 3, so you're definitely in it.
And so as you try to touch the ground, I'm just going to do a quick flourish with my spear to spin in the air and try to strike you with the blade side of it. Let's see if that works. Oh, nothing.
No.
Rolling a 5. It's not good enough.
All right, I'm gonna come in with just a couple of furious blows. I'm just gonna. Okay, that one hit.
Hits
Nice.
the 12.
Not
but-
enough.
Yep. Soaks it
And
all
then-
up, though.
The second one doesn't do anything.
Misses.
Lands
Misses
off,
the
yeah.
ball.
This is why it's a good thing we haven't fought any actual
Named guys.
any wild cards yet, because
Okay, so let's see here. We got.
All right.
Phoenix,
Oh.
you got the win again in the initial with a
Okay.
10 over
Fast
Grimes
for me,
5.
man.
and I'm just gonna keep going like it was like a 1-2, and then just going back at it again. 2 more. Oh no, nothing.
Nothing.
And there we go.
Oh,
There we go.
yeah.
That's the
That'll
move
do
I
it.
don't see.
And then yeah.
Oh,
Ba-boom.
that's it.
So for the people who can't see the dice, I rolled a 17 on my fighting on the wild die. Actually, is
Right. That's
Raises.
yeah.
That's a big one.
on the exploding die, and then I got a 16 on damage plus the bonus damage of 5, so it's 21.
Woo! Am I dead?
And your toughness is what? It's
11.
11. So there's 5. So that is definitely that gets that. Okay, so he's going to let's see here. 5 and okay, so it's 10. He's doing 10 over. Am I right here? Yeah.
Yes.
10 over is going to give you 2 more wounds in the shaken. So you'll be at 3 wounds in the shaken.
Woo!
Are you gonna let it ride because you guys are just
Oh no!
practice it? Or are you gonna spend
Actually, at that point, I'm just going to like fall to my knee and just drop my spear and heal.
That was fucking hard. Holy shit, man!
Yeah.
You're pretty good.
You know, I'm glad it's you in there, and not me.
When you got me when I was coming down for that punch from above, I thought you were gonna impale me with that thing. Holy
Oh,
Done.
I-
Done.
I'm not going to lie to you and say I wasn't trying to.
I appreciate the honesty. I appreciate you trying to give me a run for my money.
I just
Yeah.
wanted to be sure. That's all.
God damn it.
Okay, so, and then Tony leaves. Okay, go ahead, do what you gotta do, man.
Milenre showed up and I'm underdressed.
Yes. Okay, so basically, you guys get done with your fighting and whatnot, and then all you hear is, and you look over, and Rob Bach is like standing a little ways away in amongst the foliage and whatnot of the garden, and he goes, "See, ooh, child, you've got nothing to worry about. Look at all that skill you got, just oozing out of you in every pore. You are a true fighter, Phoenix. And Brian, you're no slouch.
Thank
But
you.
Phoenix, nothing to worry about, son. Nothing to worry about." All right.
Thank you.
Now we're going to switch. So, Tony, You're being followed.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, Joplin, you're being followed. What are you gonna do?
Well, I was debating between trying to sneakily sneak behind him or magically trying to sneak behind him.
Now, you are still in the. You're currently in the process of leaving out of the inside of the arena. You can see right in front of you is the exit of to go back and start to go out on into the streets. But there's still a ton of people here. I mean, if you so wish, you could definitely try and just slip into the crowd.
I want to kind of double back and get behind him.
It's true, because he's probably by himself. You're right.
Yes, I'm going to assume that. Because what could possibly go wrong?
Well, hopefully a lot. It's hella more entertaining that way. Okay, so go ahead. Are you going to do something with some panache, some sort of magic? Now, don't forget, what type of magic you can use? Because a lot of magic has, it's got some show to it. You might draw attention more than disappear.
Well, my consideration is that I could just a little stealth and, move behind some bodies and.
Oh, yeah, totally. There's enough bodies here for you to do that.
It would be, Joplin's magic. He wouldn't necessarily need to call on his.
I was going to say, because if you're going to try the old I'm going to sink into the ground sort of trick, there is a possibility of a lot of eyes maybe seeing something happen. People just walking around, Mommy, that man just went into the ground.
There isn't a bathroom or anything off to the.
I don't know. Maybe there is. Let's just give me a roll.
Like a notice roll?
Yeah. It's more. There's no. You got a 4, man. There's a bathroom.
On my wild die, I've never had a good roll on my actual die.
Hey, so long as you succeed, that's all that matters.
So...
And basically, it's not. It's sort of, as well as you noticing a bathroom. It's also the success is allowing a bathroom to be there within reach is essentially what it is. It's twofold. So.
If only every city was designed that way.
Right? It would be awesome. Yeah, so there is a little ways up. Essentially, there are these entrances to public restrooms right at the door, and at the entrance ways.
So can I duck in there and wait for him to show up? And
you can definitely try.
Okay.
So go ahead and give us a good old stealth roll. Let's see what happens.
Stealthiness. Now this I am not bad at. See?
Oh, nice.
See?
Very nice. And
Goblin's got some skills.
Oh, God, this guy sucks ass. Yeah, he totally just doesn't. You slip in there. You've totally got him fooled. You did one of the old, and then it's like he didn't see where you zigged when you zagged, sort of thing. So yeah, you're definitely over. You get in, you're in there, and you can actually, because I take it you're kind of looking out.
Yeah, either he's going to follow me in or he's going to keep moving.
Oh, no, he totally lost you. So
that's
you see him
fine
walk
too.
a little bit, and then he stops, and he's looking around for you. And he seems to be completely lost. Now, go ahead.
He's not far away, is he? I mean, I realize that.
No, let's say he's probably a good 20, 25 paces away from you.
All right.
Yeah. So... Now, how long are you gonna wait? What are you gonna do?
I wanted to talk to him.
By all means, you're all about that. Just
I gotta know things. Like, why are you following me?
Anybody who hasn't watched, way back when we were pretty early in the series so far, there was a whole thing with these pirates that was going down, and they were all like. They want us, and it's like, well, we got to figure out something to do to get them off. And his bright idea was, hey, let's hire them. So they went down and they hired the guys that were upset at him.
It was a good idea.
That was genius. I don't care what anyone says.
You know what was genius? All the boars on that island that magically killed all the pirates so they couldn't do anything to you. That was what was genius. Okay, so what are you going to do? Don't let me pressure you into doing what you don't want to do.
No. Can I sneak up behind him from here?
You totally can. Give me a
Luke
notice.
back out into the crowd and
Totally. Give me a notice roll while you're doing it.
And why would I need a notice roll?
Well, I think you know.
I got a notice.
You got to notice something. You can see him. So obviously I'm not making you roll for that. Okay.
Gonna point that out again. When I hit a 3, that means I rolled a 1.
You got to be flipping kidding me.
I like that. That's what I was just saying.
So you rolled a 5 on your wild die.
That's the only thing you say.
Not a problem. I'm not even rolling for the dude who rolled 2 1s already. I'm rolling for somebody else
that I just noticed.
Yes. So basically, you're making your way up to the guy that stopped and is looking around for you, and you see these 2 other guys coming up through the crowd, and they're doing this. They're doing the same thing. They're like looking around for you, and then they like will stop, get their bearings, make sure that they can still see their buddy. Then they look around too, and they're like, so there's 3 of them. So if you continue on to the point where you're going to go up to talk to the guy, which you can still do, you're going to basically go right where these other 2 guys are coming up.
God damn it. I was hoping for something a little more private.
Go talk to all 3 of them. See if you can hire them.
Probably can.
Uh-oh, you got, whoa, Ladybug, thank you very much. We guys just got,
somebody jump us.
Yeah, you know what, guys?
Hey, holy cow.
Yeah, that's huge. And that also means, first of all, thank you so very much. And say thank you to Ladybug, everybody.
Thank you, Ladybug. You're the best.
I said it in the chat.
You guys just got a persistent Benny.
Oh, we did, didn't we?
You sure
That's
hell did.
amazing.
Yeah, it took us over the 2,000 mark, and it pushed us 150 over that. So there you go. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's great stuff right there.
Who need these things?
I might need that.
They need the help. Yeah, they do need the help. I mean, could you think about it? Let's be serious. Like in that little combat between Brian and Phoenix when they were going at it. If you guys didn't have bennies, that would have ended real quick.
We did fine. We did good.
You did great. You did awesome. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good. So all right, okay. So what are you doing, Joplin?
I guess I'm getting out of there quietly without anyone noticing.
Okay. So what I need now
Is
is an additional stealth roll.
that should be
Because now there's 3 guys. Don't worry. I'm going to give you a bonus. I'm going to give you a +2 to the roll. So just don't. Not a problem. Look, you got it. You got a 6 on your regular die. You're out. Not a problem. I'm not even going to roll for him because, first of all, let's roll just to see. I bet I get some more ones. I'm just
Well,
gonna
2 ones.
You still got out of here. I just want to see. Hold on. We got a 2.
Oh, 2.
2. Yeah, there
A
you go.
4.
Cool.
Wait.
Oh, not too bad.
And a 5. Okay, cool. That's not too bad. They still
They
would
were
have failed.
close.
And if you notice, they still all failed. Wouldn't have found you anyway. So, and you could definitely tell by looking at these guys. These guys were kind of like not the lowest level of mook, but like the next tier of mook up from
Who
the
did they-
mooks.
What head mook did they look like they were working for?
Well, like I said, these were very average kind of guys, probably on purpose to blend into everything, right? But I am just going to state some facts.
If you're going to tell me about the Brotherhood again, I know.
No, this has nothing to do with the Brotherhood.
Oh, okay.
Some dude comes rolling up, just himself, not looking super intimidating, not with some entourage. He wasn't rolling deep with a bunch of boys. Goes down to the bookies and goes, I want 50 silver on this guy. And everybody that was around went, So there's a number
after my
of
money.
people. There's a
Wow.
number of people that could have been just like that guy's got he's got money, got a lot of money.
Well, this is news to me that there are unsavory sorts in this town.
Whatever, you're one of the unsavory sorts in this town,
I am trying to be better.
and you're succeeding, sir. You are. You're a priest now. You
am
get
I?
up in the morning and you say your morning prayers at the crack of dawn like you're supposed to before you go back to bed. I mean, you're really turning over a leaf here.
I light a fire every night or a wreath of candles.
There you go.
I burn myself once every moon.
There you go.
Jeez.
Yeah, you're pretty good. Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Joplin has gotten very serious about this.
Because he kind of had to. Okay, so all right, so you guys are. I take it you're there. You're back at Rabaka's. You're getting some drinks, resting, and then we're gonna say Joplin comes in and is there with you guys. Comes in, and I'm sure you're gonna start telling them your stories. But now we're gonna go over to Ari because Ari took off, walking through the city by herself.
All by my lonesome.
You'll be fine.
I believe that way, I think.
Yeah. So give me a notice roll.
Oh, woe to whoever's following her.
Right.
All right. Sorry. Oh, I totally forgot. I left it down there.
You know, I wasn't bloodthirsty.
Holy
Like,
crap.
how do I kill that guy?
Now I feel bad that I was just having you do that for the hell of it. And she rolled a 15. So, yeah, you noticed that nobody's really bugging you. Now, you also, the only person who is not sporting their Arcanist garb these days is Phoenix, correct? Everybody else is deciding
I'm
to
proudly.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So
I just know that it'll get me certain things. That's the reason why I'm wearing it.
that's true, and that's one of the reasons why you really don't have to worry so much about things because you're wearing that. The only reason that Joplin had something to worry about is because everybody knew he was rolling with 75 silver pieces on him, and 75 silver is equivalent to what? You probably got what, a good 20 grand on you, easy.
Why would anybody even notice something like that? You know,
No one knows.
I don't know. Why would anybody notice a guy with a boatload of money? You know what it was? I did a secret roll behind the screen, and it was like, okay, somebody's going to try and jack him, or there's going to be some chick that's going to come over and try to weasel her way into your heart. And your
she would have got some money off me. I'm pretty sure.
Damn it! I rolled the wrong one.
Yeah.
I got a story about New Orleans that I'm not telling on the air.
All right, so at the break, you can tell.
No, I'm going to remember until the end of the show.
All right, so Ari, you're going back to the Arcanist. Okay, so tell me exactly what you're going to do there.
So basically, there's two things. Well, I guess three. My main goal. The first one I knock out is getting a little more detail on Teslak, who's that goddess of death, like how she manifests, what she does,
Okay.
etc.
All right, so you're looking into the god of Moldak, which is essentially it's a title. As in Moldak is the hand to Teslak is what Moldak means.
Right.
Yes, and Teslak is a Vindian death goddess.
Right.
Okay,
And so basically just seeing if there's any sort of history there that I can use in order to
So
get
you're
to
probably
Moldak.
looking for not so much history as you're probably looking for, like, I don't know, like what do they call it, like things that they do, like not procedures but rituals, or like they never eat meat on Tuesdays, or is that sort of stuff, like the doctrines of the religion
se, yeah, I guess.
Like
my goal is to talk to Moldak pretending to be Teslak. So I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, what you want is a representation of what Teslak is.
Yeah, which I would say is how she represents herself. Yeah.
Okay. Teslak is so what I'll say is you make it back to the Arcanist. You get in, of course, now that you guys are full-fledged novices. But even though you guys are novices, you're those novices. You know what I'm saying? You guys still get special treatment. You go breezing past the guards. You go into the thing. You go breezing past into the library, and you get a book on the Vindian deities and what have you. And what Teslak is she's essentially her visage is a demon. She's got a crazy, wildfire-like hair, big eyes with fire for eyebrows. She has tusks for teeth, and she's usually depicted with a tongue shooting out with blood coming off of it. She has multiple arms. Think of the Sinbad, the old Ray Harryhausen sort of. She's got multiple arms, sort of dealio, and she has 3 legs. And she's usually depicted in the at a door. And the big thing about her is that she roams around the doorway between the realities of the living and the dead. And she looks for opportunities to jump through the door out of the world of the dead into the world of the living to slay and take the souls of the dead and the dying and to help on in dying. That's the big thing where she gets kind of like spooky and evil. Like if you're close to death, Teslac might come and just help push you over the edge. Good example is battles. When there's a battle getting ready to take part, Teslac will be at the door waiting and getting ready to pounce. And when the battle is enacted, she jumps through to like gather up the souls and stuff. And if you're not a good follower of some other deity that can keep Teslac away from you at this time, she will get your soul and take it into a bad place in the underworld. Moldak, his term, Moldak is the one who holds the door. He's essentially like her man in the living that what he does is he opens the door for her to come in. And that's like a play on words or whatever for saying that basically he killed a lot of fucking people, opens the door and chucks them in. That's the whole thing of it. So that's what she looks like. That's how this
Can I tell if she is an actual demon?
Well,
like
there's plenty of information that says yes and no.
Okay, so now I would.
Well, there's
Yes.
there's some philosophies that think that she is a being from another realm, an outer god, because the outer gods are known for their viciousness and evilness, and that's what brought about the destruction of the Salus, was the outer gods. But there's another contingency that thinks that she's one of those whatchamacallit gods, the just like Puritan is. Puritan is a gotta look at it again.
Oshira?
An Oshira. Thank you. I remembered it at the same time you did. Look at that. Great minds, buddy. Great minds. Is an Oshira. And what Oshira are the manifestation of reality because people believe it. So if enough people believe something, it becomes something. And so there's a big movement that she is nothing more than an Oshira. She has been created because the belief in her cult and all this different stuff down there made her to be what she is. So it could be either way.
So
either way, though, I will say it would be an actual physical representation. It would be a thing. Puritan is a god, and Puritan is an Oshira.
Right.
Okay, so, but that's because everybody has a belief in the sun and all this different stuff, so he is what he is.
Okay, so I would go ahead and then look up how to summon her.
How to summon her?
Right. Unless, hang on. Is the only way to summon her being close to death?
Okay. First of all, you need to give me a really smoking hot research roll for that one. Go ahead and give me that research roll. See if you can 10. You are on a path in your research because I have you succeeded, but you didn't succeed even as high as I needed you to succeed to just go take the first book off the shelf. Oh, here it is. So you have definitely found a path to take in your research, which is what I'm going to say now is if you succeed on 2 more research rolls on separate occasions, you maybe could find a way to actually even summon her up or her avatar or something like this. One thing you do find that there is the Disman sticks. And Disman sticks it's essentially like a cinnamon. It is used as in it's like a like saffron and whatnot. They burn it. It's like an incense. And these Dismon sticks are all over rituals concerning Teslac.
Okay.
You do get that information. Okay.
Yeah. So on separate occasions, you mean like on separate days?
Yes, it can't be. You can't just make 2 more rolls right now and get it. It has to be a complete separate day of research.
Okay. Fair.
With a success.
Right.
Okay.
Right. All right. So now I would go down a path of trying to figure out. I guess I would go ahead and look just for more books on Zafrish, trying to convince myself that
your lover isn't really just trying to use you.
Yeah, but I have a feeling that I'm looking at it through a more
Okay, you got to start giving me some specific questions then.
Okay, like how many people he destroyed, kind of a thing. Like how many cities he burned.
There is no specific number, but you can safely say probably hundreds of thousands, if not millions.
Yeah. Okay.
And that each one of the Celestines that ended up setting up shop on the planet way back in ancient history killed tons and tons of people.
Right. It's not just him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Can I find anything about wives that he may or may not have had?
Yeah, give me a research roll.
For purely academic sources or purposes.
Yeah. So what you find...
You might want to spend a penny on that.
I do want to.
Oh, you're going to spend a penny on it. All right, cool. All right, go ahead.
Fuck.
Oh,
looks like we had a little jump around in the images there. Hold on, I'll change them up.
Oh, sorry, that was.
Don't worry about it, man. I'm a trained professional. I know how to take care of this stuff. I might not know the damn rules of the game I'm playing, but I know how to do this. It's a good thing Adam's not here. He'd tell you otherwise. Okay, so you really stunk it up on the second roll. You had a success with a 5, but you spent the penny, so now you're going to take this roll, and you got a 3. So you have 3 and a 1. You totally didn't succeed. So you want to spend another penny?
No.
No?
No.
Commit, girl. Come on, you got to.
I just did.
How many pennies? You just got a persistent penny. You're sitting on 3 of them still.
God fucking damn it.
Actually, you have the Joker penny. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're still sitting on 4 pennies.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, 5. All right.
Pressure.
Back to 5.
Yes.
Back to 5.
Yes. Okay. So this is what you found out. Okay. You found out. You found a list of all of his known wives when he was here.
Okay.
So now what you can do is later. So go ahead and mark that down. I'm not going to give you a list of quick names that I just thought up. But what that will allow you to do is later on you can research those individuals.
Right.
And find out information.
Okay. And last but not least, I'm going to try to see if I can figure out what's in the vial that he gave me.
You might be able to do it on your own by like popping the cork and like kind of sniffing at it and stuff, because you're magically trained. You're a sorceress. You've been around this stuff, so you've got an arcane skill. Do you not?
I mean, I think it's just spell casting is what I've been using.
Yeah, which is what you would use.
Okay.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is go ahead. We're going to do a multiple roll thing here. So give me another research roll. Get a success.
Okay.
5. You got it. You rolled a 5, so you got a success. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a +2 to your spellcasting roll to see. Go ahead and roll that. 8. Now, okay, so you got a 10. Excellent. So great. So basically, you are able to deduce. You don't know the specific ingredients, but it has a similar smell of some things that you're familiar with, which is essentially they're focusing drugs. They're drugs that help. They're given to people who are hallucinating and whatnot, and it drives away the hallucinations and stuff. So you basically have. It seems legit what he gave you,
right?
Because you know you've been imbued with the super humma for
Right.
saffrish. You know, that's a technical word, by the way, Brian. And then
Sure.
there's Okay.
Okay.
All right. Cool. All right. So, and then after you do this research, are you going to go back to Rob Baca, the promoter's house, or are you going to stay at the Arcanus? Because you know Phoenix is going to fight tomorrow, but Phoenix doesn't fight until, like, he's the end shot.
I'll go back to Rabaka's. I'll go back to Rabaka's.
Okay, so you go back to Rob Baca's. All right. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll pick up there. What we're going to do now, though, is we're going to take a break. We're gonna take a really quick break. Let me make sure to get that ready.
Break time.
There it is. So go ahead and get yourself your beverages refreshed, get your snackage on, hit the restroom if you need to, and we will be back momentarily to pick up the second half of the show and watch Phoenix get his watch Phoenix fight and see what happens.
Are we gonna get there?
I believe in him.
The way you were rolling, dude, you're gonna kick the shit out of this guy, obviously. Yeah.
I spent all my good rolls. I spent all my luck.
I hope so. I mean, we'll see.
I'm not superstitious, but I've seen how this game goes. When I get one good streak, it usually leads me getting
Yeah. Excellent. All right, everybody, we will be right back. So hang on, and we will be back shortly. Okay. All right. we're back. Hello, everyone. I hope you had a chance to go and get you some refreshments and ready for Phoenix getting fighting. Excellent.
The sacrificial lamb.
You know,
Yeah.
do you guys think if he dies in the arena that the Azure Brotherhood would just dismiss your debt to them?
No.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Because that's what I was going to have him not do it either. So. And
You know I want him to win that fight, right?
oh yeah, I do know that you want him to win that fight. Okay, so Joplin, you come back, and you are when you come into Rabaka's mansion, they let you in the gate, and then you're taken by a servant, and they take you back through the house. You get to see all the lavish things. He's loaded to the gills. You know, he's like the Don King of this era, except he dresses well. And you're taken out back, and Brian and Phoenix are out there, kind of sitting out in the garden. Just kind of chilling, and they look a little bit disheveled, but not totally done in or anything along these lines.
Well,
There you go.
how about that? Is it? I never realized they have similar patterns, but very different colors. That
Yes, it brings out your eyes.
thank you. You better move here.
Oh, you know it. To tell you the truth, I had no intentions of moving to Oregon until I realized that's where you live.
No.
And you know what? I fucking just blushed. What the fuck?
That's right. Don't worry.
Jeez.
My wife doesn't watch this shit.
Okay, good. It's just between me and you, buddy. All right, so you guys are there, and Joplin comes in.
Hey.
Oh.
Have you been
Just a
fighting?
little, just to test where we lay.
Had to warm up a little bit.
Mhm.
Get ready for the.
But I'm fully confident in this man, and put my hand on his shoulder. I think, I feel a little bit better about tomorrow.
Yeah, should be good.
Now, the first fight's going to be easy. Just getting a feel for the competition. I'm not worried about that one.
You're right. It's the last encounter where he has to intentionally lose, and then the winner has to intentionally let him live.
Yeah. The other thing I think you might want to consider is that I don't think anybody's going down to you intentionally.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
think
so
they
either.
smell money and coin like they've never smelt before. Well,
Let me ask you all something a little closer, if you will. Thanks.
Yeah, not a problem.
Do you think Rabaka's on our side?
I
well,
think Rabaka's on Rabaka's side.
yeah, I think he's reliable as long as the money's flowing.
No, I think Phoenix has it more accurately. I'll keep that in mind, and I think we all should.
Joplin actually has a point there. If we're the best source of money, then
As far as I know, the Brotherhood has more money than the four of us combined.
Well, for right now, I'm just trusting in him being an opportunist. Yeah, at least his greed is reliable.
yeah.
You're right. You're right.
And again, we're not in danger now. It's later.
It's basically what you said before.
Everything's gonna go to hell.
If Phoenix takes the dive, will they let him live? Will that creature not kill him once he has the opportunity? I think you were right before. We should at least see the man, talk to him if we can, just to make sure he's on the level, on the deal.
It's not a bad idea. I mean, I can't imagine he's going to want to talk to me, but maybe if one of you could suss it out.
Why wouldn't he want to talk to you? He doesn't actually want to kill you. That's the whole point. Or does he? And once again, that's the point of us getting a
I
feel
just
of this
don't
person.
think he's going to give me a reliable answer. I think if one of you goes in there and maybe pretends to be somebody else, maybe we can do a little bit of
Well, ultimately,
dumb word
this
for
is about you, Phoenix. What do you want to do about this? Want to just stick with the plan? Go with tomorrow, then we'll go with tomorrow. I think out of all four of us, I think you have the most stake in this plan.
I mean, tomorrow I'm pretty sure I can take this guy, and I mean, worst case scenario, I don't imagine he's going to want blood, so.
All right, well,
Does Moldak have another fight before?
Oh yeah, there's you both are. Phoenix is going to have 2 fights, and then Moldak's going to have 2 fights, and they're going to be staggered. So, yeah. So yes.
I'm not there yet, right? I'm still.
No, but for the sake of argument, so that you can join in on the conversation, we'll say that you have come in. So you're shown back there, and you show up when they're all they're talking.
Well, anything good in the library? Did you find any way we can feed into this guy's god?
I think I know. I think I'm getting close to being able to summon her.
Summon her.
summon?
Yeah, that wasn't what we had talked about.
Okay, well,
Did you
oh,
just know?
oh, okay.
Uh,
Did you leave something outside or? Okay.
I was turning on the power strip.
Must be another Arcanist thing. Power strip.
Must be.
I think that I've learned things being in the Arcanist. I think I might be able to summon her and control her and get her to say something to Moldak.
I don't know anything about this. The magic that you and Joplin can weave.
That's a lot of ifs. I mean, I was happy with faking it.
I mean, what if? I mean, maybe we use that as our last ditch. You learn how to do it, and then if at the last moment we need that one last Hail Mary.
I'm not good at illusions. I'm good at magic. Magic is what I know. I don't know how to pretend.
Yeah.
I mean, we Joplin can do the pretend, and you, if we have to, make an actual god show up in the arena.
Not in their arena. Oh God, not in their arena.
No, yeah, let's save that for something else. But
Right.
I'll need time. I don't know for sure
Well,
how to.
you got time. We don't want to do it too early and give him too much time to think about it. We're wait a little bit and give him some last minute inspiration before the fight that he wants to let me live. I'm not supposed to go yet,
Yep. And that's all. That's all we want for her to say.
Yeah, right. I think so.
All right. Good times. Summon a death goddess. I'm all about it. Hopefully you won't summon her and right away, but please do me a favor and roll up some backup characters. All right.
Oh, I'm not scared.
I know. That's why I'm telling you to roll up some backup characters.
I might go ahead and explain to them what she looks like, especially Joplin, in as much detail as I can, so that he has an idea if he were to put on an illusion what he would need to come up with.
Right. And don't forget the other information I gave you, which is essentially the one. Maybe it'll come in handy, maybe it won't. There's those. What are they called? Again, hold on a second.
The Dismon sticks?
Yes, exactly.
Ooh, yes.
Disney
Smell
sticks,
is excellent for illusion and for selling an illusion.
yeah.
Yeah.
Very much so. Very, very much so.
I'll help you however possible in making this illusion. I
You don't want to
Don't
wrap
care.
some shadows around yourself and speak like a goddess?
I mean, it would be worth a try for certain.
Mhm. All right. So, is there anything that you guys are going? I take it. Are you guys going to just spend the night there?
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's
Get this party started.
locked in now. Maybe have a little brainstorm about how the next day is going to go. But yeah,
Like
cool.
Tony said, this is your first fight. This isn't the final fight. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
You'll be
Fine.
fine.
Exactly.
You're so
Excellent. Okay, cool. So basically, what we've got going on is that night you guys are all shown to rooms. You each have. He's got like a shit ton of bedrooms. I mean, this is a huge mansion. So each of you are shown to a room, and you can just sleep and go to bed that night. There's no problems. Phoenix, when you go into your room, you go in, start unwinding, wash your face, what have you. You're getting ready to climb into a bed and hopefully get some sleep for the night. You hear this.
hey buddy, how's it going?
Turn around and there's a Zastadil bird on your essentially the windowsill for the room where you're at. Now you're all on the second floor. You're not on the bottom floors, and it's just kind of sitting there, and it's just its head, cocking back and forth, and it'll come over to you.
You got anything to tell me there, buddy?
Tell you.
All right.
And it just basically hangs out with you for a little bit.
I'll let it sit on my shoulder and be like, hey, you want to keep me company in the ring tomorrow? You can just sort of fly around while we're...
Yeah, fly.
I just lay in my bed and play the flute to it
Okay.
for a little while.
And it'll hang out with you for a little while, and then it'll eventually fly away out the window. Okay. The next morning comes around. The house is busy. Servants dashing back and forth, doing different things. You guys are all taken to a nice big breakfast. Rabaka is there, meets you. He's dressed in a gold toga sort of thing with his hair all pulled back into a really tight bun, and he's got like this splayed gold headdress thing that he's wearing. All kinds of rings and necklaces on him, and what have you. And he's like, "Oh, is everyone excited for today? I hope so." Now, if nobody really has anything going on or have any plans, we will go ahead and we'll fast forward towards the evening time.
Yeah.
Are you going to tell everybody that you almost got jumped? You can leave that.
I don't recall any such thing. I got followed
Yes.
by some amateurs.
Okay. So basically, you guys are not going to go down to the arena until the actual gladiatorial events start up. Okay. Which is roughly around 3:00 is when the actual fights are getting ready to get underway.
What's the line on the mighty Chimera for this first fight?
Almost even odds.
No money to be made there.
Dogmash has got slightly better odds, but not by much. So it's not like not like where Zelt, a known commodity and champion,
So at 50 silver wins me what, maybe 60 silver?
Yeah, sure. Why not? If you want to go ahead and go through that again, sure.
Yes,
Let's-
I do.
yes, you do. Okay. All right. Now you haven't. It's the same thing. Now you still have your piece of paper to.
Yes,
go
I,
and put
I
the-
realized that they're reliable and that this is a legitimate.
Total legitimate business.
Yeah, so I feel a little bit more comfortable now.
Okay. Yes. Good. Okay.
But I'll bet another 50 on Phoenix to win.
Excellent. Okay. Cool. Seems how he's gonna.
Don't let me down, God damn it!
Seems how he's gonna take it. You know, the guy's gonna take a dive. That's easy money, right?
Yeah, I don't expect that guy to take a dive, but
Well, we'll see. Okay, so you guys go back to the arena. It's the exact same thing. Basically, you get into the coach. The coach takes you to the agora, which is the arena. You're taken into the bowels of it. You guys are all taken up to the box with some of Rob Baca's servants. They take you up there as they prep it for you. You know, get the food ready, get the hot dogs and all that bullshit. You know, and Phoenix, you are actually taken in a stairwell lower into the underground of the arena. So you go down a flight of curving stairs, gets down to a it's dark. There's oil lanterns that are hung on hooks along the way down the stairwell. You get to the bottom, and at the bottom there is a large, heavy wooden door with iron bands on it. Rob Baca knocks on the door. There's a slide door that opens up, and they look through, and they don't even say anything. They just look through. They see it's Rob Baca. It slams shut. There's some of locks being done. The big, heavy doors open, and inside, Rob Baca walks in. You follow him in. There's a guy there. He's like he's got a big old pot belly, but he's big and thick, and he's got no shirt on, and he's hairy, and he's got an old iron collar around his neck, and you can see where the hoops were that used to have chains on it have been cut, and it's almost as if this person is wearing it as jewelry now. The room that you go into has a dirt floor, and as you walk through, there's cells, as in not like cages, but more like the cells in which you would see in a cloister. It's like a simple door that leads into a small cubicle room, and in this room there's wooden benches for people to sit on, and then there's all kinds of like pegs along the wall for hanging things. And as you walk by, you're starting to see other gladiators. Now these guys are in these rooms, and they're like you go past one fella who's praying, you go past another fella who seems to be sharpening a sword, and you know, going about whatever their pre-combat procedures are, or what have you. Rob Baca takes you to the far end. There's roughly about 12 gladiators in here. Takes you to essentially it's another one of these cells, and he says, "Now just go ahead and be in here, and just do whatever you have to do. This is the staging area. And these are all free gladiators. The slave gladiators are in a different area, of course. But just prepare yourself however you need to, and they'll take you up when it's your time."
Thank you.
And he
Nice.
puts his hand against the side of on your cheek, and he rubs the side of your like almost like it's affectionate, but like almost like for a kid, and he like gives you a little slap and says, "Phoenix, or I should say, the mighty Chimera, don't worry. They're gonna take a fall in this one. You might get some bumps and bruises, maybe some minor cuts. It's nothing really to worry about, but just make it good. That's the important thing. It's got to be believable. You have to sell it. They have to see it. If this is going to work, the people are going to have to believe that your life is in jeopardy, that you are fighting for your life, and that you're trying to win at any costs. You have to sell it. Does that make sense? And that also is key to you being able to pay off your debt to the Azure Brotherhood. Because if you don't, and the people don't believe it, then no one's going to bet. And then the odds won't go up. And that's what has to happen with these first two fights. You have to show, but yet make it believable. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I gotta beat the guy up, but not too good.
Yeah, that's it. You got it. Now, I'll talk to you later. And he just does that glide thing that he does and just goes away. Now you
Thanks.
hear, are you just going to, what are you going to do in your little cell there?
Just wait.
Okay.
Just sort of sit there, classic prisoner waiting to be led to the execution chamber. Just
Gotcha. Okay. Now you hear the different murmuring of, somebody saying a prayer, people getting their stuff together. It's not loud, but there's a consistent background noise that's down here in this preparation area. And then it starts to get quiet. And all that preparation seems to stop. And you start to hear footsteps grinding on the dirt coming down towards your cell. And then there, walking into sight, into the front of the cell's doorway, is the lanky form of Moldak. He is the same as you saw him when you saw him in the pit. He's naked except for his jewelry and accessories. He has a loincloth on, but he has like a robe on that's open, and it's got a little bit of a hood to it, so that he could just close it up whenever he needs to. But right now it's open and it shows all of he's cut to the nth degree, but he's got that skinny type of bandy muscles. And he stops, and he turns, and he looks in at you. Hello.
hey, nice to meet you. Right here in person. That's
Yes. I wish to come and see you, to see this supposed champion of the Arcanus. The only reason that I'm here is because you're Arcanus.
that's cool. But why?
Because
Yes,
the Arcanus is powerful. Their reputation precedes them throughout all of Ura. And if you are some sort of champion of the Arcanus, now, of course, I know you're not a real half Celestine, but
you got me.
if the Arcanus is backing you, then there must be something special of you. And I wish to have that challenge.
Cool. Yeah. I can't do what you can do, the whole stretchy thing, but I can punch pretty good. So
It took me many, many years of practice and meditation and rigorous training to perfect what I've accomplished. You will see it firsthand.
yeah, I'm anticipating it.
And just so you know, I don't want you to hold back at all when we fight. Give me
No.
all you can. Try and kill me.
Cool. Yeah, I'm assuming you're gonna do the same.
No, of course not. I'm going to humiliate you. I'm going to break you down, and I'm going to leave you a shell. And I will have you be a continual example to all who think the Arcanus has more powerful than my goddess. That's all.
Sweet. Cool. Yeah, that sounds like a great deal. I'm glad you're not going to kill me.
Exactly. But I wish you the best of luck. And then he turns and he just walks out of your view.
Nice talking to you, Moldak.
Now, like a couple of minutes goes by, and you see one head poke in, and then another head poke in, and these are the other gladiators, and they're all looking at you like, "Damn, dude! Oh, you gotta fight him."
Yeah. He's real.
He's not the first to fight him, though.
No.
to be like the third. I'm not there. I'm not.
But you actually get a nice little powwow. I'm not going to give any of these guys any names or anything, but you have a quick bonding moment with the other gladiators there, and they give you their respect and so forth. You know, as far as that this is in your future that you have to fight someone who has this type of reputation that this guy has and what have you. So, and then as you're there, you've got a lot of time, and basically they start taking the guys out. You know, 1, 2, you know, there's a time they take 2 out at a time, and then basically the place is dead quiet now because there's no one else in here. It's just you, and then there's a guy. You hear the snoring of that really big dude. He's down sitting at his table. You know, the doorman. You know, and then the door opens, and in comes and that comes down for you, or essentially they're guys that are dressed up. They're like the card girls from boxing, you know, that walk in and they hold up the signs and stuff. But these guys are all dressed up in costumes of different types of like gods or heroes and whatnot. And it's the escort that leads out the main champions of the day. Okay. This is something that when Moldbach fought the first time, remember, this really didn't happen. He had they had the trumpeters that announced him, but he didn't have all of this pageantry with it. Yeah.
There's going to be an introduction, I assume, for Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
Can I, from my vantage point, see where he's going to enter from?
Yeah, and matter of fact, Rob Baca even told you that it's like he points out a door. He's like, he'll be coming in from that door over there.
I want it to be dramatic. I want it to be amazing. I want people to really think he is a Celestian. So, before he comes out, can I create my barrier of fire that parts like a curtain for him to walk through?
You might want to think about clearing that with a bunch of other people before you just drop it.
Oh, come on.
Let's do it, dude.
That's the angel that popped up on your one shoulder. Now on the other shoulder, there's this guy who looks like Jonathan. And he's like, God, do it, dude.
Do it.
It's completely up to you.
I want to do it. I want to prepare myself, and I want to drop it.
What's the range on it?
I was looking that up. It doesn't have a range listed.
It's got to have it in there somewhere.
I didn't copy it over onto my sheet, but I thought I copied everything.
What I will say though is that if you want to leave the box and go muscle your way down towards the area, because they got stairwells and walkways and all that different stuff. If you want to kind of make your way over there and kind of like just hang out in the thoroughfare, like in between in the ball game when you go out to get your snacks and all that different stuff, the walkway, you can kind of like hang out over there until it's time, and then you could like run up the steps to where it's over at. But here's the thing too: it's not like you kind of just go bloop and then it happens.
No, I got to say a little.
You got a prayer and you blah 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 and so forth, so people will know it's you too. Just these are things to consider. It's not like a stealth firewall that just goes. You're going to have to tell me how close I have to get then, because I don't see an actual thing. It's in the Solomon Kane book. Okay, just for the sake of arguments for right now, we're going to say you can do it for 50 feet. So basically, I will say that you'll be able to get over close to there. Could I have gone with Phoenix and just be in the tunnel with him when he comes out? And just stay back and 50 feet? Again, it would be probably better if you were to arrange this sort of thing instead of just trying to drop it on it. Let's put it this way. If all you're intending to do is some showmanship, I'm sure it can be arranged. I hate asking. I know you hate asking. You just want to do it, but it's pretty much the essential. Let's just think of this: if you were going to a football game, and it's like, before the team comes out, I'm gonna go sneak my way down there, and I'm gonna and don't
And
forget,
they're gonna run out through a
wall of fire.
curtain of
I mean,
flame.
and don't forget, there's also crowd control in the balconies way up top with all those crossbows and all kinds of different stuff. So,
Oh, fine. I will tell Rabaka what I would like to do.
and he says that we could definitely get something arranged for next time.
Oh. How does that work? We're gonna.
So I gotta talk to the guy,
mythology.
and then the other guy talks to the guy. He talks to the head groundskeeper.
He should
and-
have this as part of his mythology that he enters as a
Well, Rob Barker tells
pillar
you,
of fire.
"Oh, you should have told me." He said that we could definitely do it. Now, I'm not keeping you from getting yourself in a lot of danger. If you want to do this, I will allow it. It's your choice.
Oh, he's thinking.
You have to do it where you can line of sight. You have to see it
Line of sight within 50 feet.
within 50 feet, and people will pretty much know something crazy is going on and that you're behind it.
It's a prayer, though. It's me doing some gesticulating in a wild crowd.
Well, you're not going to be in a crowd. Everybody's going to be sitting up in their seats. You're going to be essentially like in the on the stairway. You'll come out into the stands, which is close to where the door is, so you can get close to the side and go, okay, and then boom.
Well, that sucks.
I know.
Makes me... All right, fine, dude. You just
See,
do.
now you've got something for the future to do.
Yeah, whatever. Don't make me not even want to do it next time. Do your fight then. Let's beat
Okay.
some shit up
All
and
right,
make
so
some money.
here we go. So let's go ahead. I'm going to change this over and give us some different maps.
Oh no.
Oh
man.
my God! What
I know.
maps?
Maps, and let's
Maps.
bloop. Now this here is the meow. This here is the bottom of the arena. You don't really see the stands and stuff in this. Okay. Over here, my dear fellow, that is where you're going to be coming into the arena. There, Phoenix.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and drop your guy there. Now, but essentially what happens is these guys take you up. They take you to the doors. There's some slaves that are at the door that pull open the doors. They procession out, and as they start processioning out, there's those trumpeters that are there. The trumpeters go out with them, and then they start playing the whatever, and they go and they make a line, and they make a line of people for you to walk down the center. And one of the guys, as they were bringing you up here, told you essentially what you're supposed to do is, and you know this enough from knowing of how the gladiatorial thing works in the highlight. You're supposed to go out into the field, and you're supposed to essentially get 10 feet away from the guy. Okay, and then the same thing is happening over here at the other door. The other door is opening up. Guy's coming out. Let me go ahead and get his Doomahicker. That's a technical term. All right, where is he at? There he is.
Those are some cool.
Okay, and here I'll go ahead and I'll get him a little bit bigger so that everybody can see him. What he looks like. See him there?
Whoa.
He's dressed in armor, and he's got this silver mask on. He's wearing silver and black armor, so you can't even see his face. Okay. Well, he's not that big yet.
Yeah.
So, and he comes marching out, and he stands at the center there, and then here I don't know if everybody's had a chance to see you. Let's let everybody take a look at. There's our boy Phoenix. He doesn't really look like this right now. Imagine his hair all shaved off and he's dyed blue. His skin has been dyed blue to give him the appearance of looking like a half Celestine, because the Celestines are blue-skinned angelic types. Okay.
I'm definitely not wearing anything that friendly at the moment.
No.
No fancy Arcanus gear.
All right. And And let me go ahead and change this up a little bit here. Get rid of that.
Oh. Pit fights. Here we go.
You've got this.
I wonder if I just do it that way. You should probably do it. I'll have to test it out. Okay. And you guys get close to each other like that. He's standing across from you. You're standing across from him. Then the orator guy gets out his little megaphone thing and he tells everything about what's going on. You turn to the boxes over here. You can't see it because it's underneath the wood stuff, but the box is like over here where the orator of the games, the guy, today the local celebrity is some merchant that paid a lot of money to be there. So when you start closing in, like I said, he's dressed in silver like armor and black clothes over it. He has that silver like evil mask on, and he has 2 silver maces in his hands. The ends of the maces are a fist. So it's like a big fist on the end, so like he's punching you with him. Okay? You feel a sense of unease kind of come over you as you guys face off against each other. And then they give the and it's time to rock and roll. Let's see. Hopefully this gets it for everybody. It does. Cool. Okay. So you've got it. You got first thing. You first dealio. You can do what you want to do.
All right. I've got my weighted gloves on this time.
Yes, I would assume.
Worth noting.
Mm-hmm.
And I have my armor back on because this is a real fight.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
It wasn't a real fight before, but we weren't trying to kill each other.
Oh, so you weren't using your armor. I was using my spear. It balances out.
Yeah.
It's still a good fight.
So let's see. First attack of this thing. Does that hit him?
No, it does not.
Parry is higher than 9. Okay.
Yes. So you go in, you take a swing at him, and he deflects it with one of his maces.
All right, and I'm gonna go back for the second hit and see if I can.
It hits.
11? It hits.
Nice.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Damage. Let's do this.
12.
Okay.
What's this guy's toughness?
He is shaken.
Okay.
I need to get a little thing so I can keep track of all this. I got to do my writing.
Stakes are a lot higher when there's no one there to bail you out.
Right? Okay, so my man is shaken. Okay, cool. It's his turn. He's going to have to make a... let me pull this up. There we go. He's going to have to try and make himself... no, I don't like that because it's covering up. This is what I hate about doing the... let me put this over here. Can everybody still see
Oh,
it?
you know what? The most recent roll isn't quite in the frame. I don't know if that's something that can...
They need if anything, they need the most recent roll first.
Yeah.
You know,
Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Let me
first
move
and
that.
foremost.
It was a bitch getting that whole thing into the frame, but it's just the center that we need. Let's see. There's the roll right there. Okay, cool.
Beauty.
We don't have to necessarily see the whole top of the...
That way you guys know what we're...
Yes, totally. We totally need that. Okay,
I'm
so let me
excited
bring
about-
that down there so you guys can see the initials. All right, cool. Because there's no going to be moving around. You guys are going to be just going toe-to-toe at it right there. You know, I don't anticipate somebody going, ah, and then just start running around the arena away from somebody. So,
Let's see. This guy's got fist maces, so...
right? Could happen, right? Okay, so he is shaken, but he's going to... Let's see if my man can get unshaken. And he's got a bonus to it, and I'm not going to tell you what that bonus is, but he is not.
Right.
He is not shaken. So my man is going to come in, and here comes some attacks at you. 7 hit. Actually,
no, it's below my parry.
does 9 hit?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's
So
one.
equal to my parry. If it's equal, it hits, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Make sure it's been a while since we've done this. Okay, yeah, that hits.
Okay, so now
No, this is the easy part, so I'm sure he'll be able to get above.
I gotta find the weapon Just so I can, because you roll your strength and your weapon die, correct, for your damage. So let me see.
Weapon die limited by strength.
It should be a D6 for a mace, if I'm not mistaken.
Look at that giant cat.
I think so.
He's just really.
Oh, yeah, 2 of them. That's
I do
crazy.
have.
She's got kittens there. Yeah, it's a D6.
Why do cats always put their butts in view? You know, like it knows where the web
Because
camera
they
is.
know. Because
They
they
know.
know, dude. Yeah,
They
that's
know.
exactly what it is. Okay, so here's the damage. He just did 5. I'm pretty sure you soaked it.
Yeah, there's no
Okay, cool.
damage there, but he did hit me.
So it's shaking.
All right.
What's that? I'm shaking.
Oh no,
No,
not
he's
shaking.
not-
if it's
no.
beneath
Oh,
toughness,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Beneath the toughness, good. Yeah.
Okay, Phoenix, you won again. It's your turn.
Okay, I'm going
What
back
I
in
need you to
for-
do, though, is there's a growling that is coming from this guy. And that uneasiness that you felt starts to rise in you. Rise as if it's like there's an anxiety that's rising within you. And I need you to give me a spirit roll.
Oh, fuck. As if this wasn't already going to be hard enough.
What's your
You
spirit?
make it.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Can I make any sort of like a notice or a common knowledge to try? Is this something I can try and suss out about this guy?
Yeah, basically what happens is as you're hearing this growling and you're starting to fight with him, you feel your stomach start to twist into knots of fear. Go ahead. It's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna try and. No, I'm not gonna call a shot right now. I'm just gonna try and punch the guy. I'm just punching him really hard.
Get him.
As much punch as possible. There's a same exact roll as last time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Benny that and I'm gonna re-roll it.
Okay.
Even though I know I have another fighting attack, I just want but it was a waste. Okay, so second attack. There we go.
All right.
15. I know that hit.
Okay. All right. So 15 times 3. That's just going to shake him.
No, it's not damage yet.
Oh, no,
still
that's
just
right. Go. Yeah, no, you hit him. Go ahead and roll
Okay.
damage. There it is. Okay, so you're going to do
7 plus 16, right?
Okay, so
That
you're going
might-
to do a wound and you're going to do a shake. All right, my man's going to
Oh wait, no, because what was his?
Yeah.
I don't know if I got the raise. 'Cause,
What's
yeah,
his parry? Is
His
it,
parry was
10.
11.
His parry's 10.
so it's
Okay,
only
so
7.
no, it's only 7 damage.
Yeah.
So I probably didn't even get through his armor, did it?
Yeah. Oh, well,
Yeah.
you don't subtract the parry from the damage rolled. You subtract the toughness. His toughness is 10. So you. Do,
I know,
you
but
do
I don't
6
think,
points. No, 6 points to. It's not a raise, but 6 points.
The 16 is bonus damage, and since he didn't get the bonus
I
damage,
didn't get
Yeah.
the bonus.
Oh,
That-
that's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
looking
not
at the
looking
wrong
at
one.
it.
I'm looking at the wrong one. You're right. I'm just automatically going to the higher number and do.
it's so easy to do.
If you want to.
I know. I'm like,
it's
oh, all
fine.
right, okay, cool.
Want to? It's good.
Okay, so now it is my man's turn. So here we go. He's swinging at you with his maces. Nope. How's 8 do?
Yeah, no, just one shy.
That's it.
All right. Actually, I'm sorry. That's 10.
Oh shit, yeah,
I
that
forget
gets me.
he's got bonuses. Does 10 hit?
Yeah, that'll hit.
It'll hit. Okay. Okay. So let me do the. So we got a blue. 12 points altogether.
Yeah, that's gonna.
12 points. Oh, sorry. I thought it was a command.
Yeah, that's enough to shake me just at least. It's
Okay.
3 points above. That's still just shaking, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
3
Zero to the 3 is shaken. So now you're shaken. Okay. And now it's time for a new deal. Let's make a deal. Oh, you win though. You get a jack. Go ahead and give us
Okay.
the vigor
Vigor,
roll.
right?
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, you shake it. No
Oh,
problem,
good, good.
dude. You are
Okay.
able to act.
Hey, Will,
Okay.
is there any way to put the roll chat just a little bit higher? Because the Twitch doesn't see the most recent roll.
I thought I did that. Let's do
No,
it.
they're only seeing like 2 inches above the
It
chat.
still
You know what I mean?
didn't get up. All right, hold on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, they're just beyond.
Yeah.
Is that it right there? Can they see it there?
No, I don't think so.
Because I can see it on mine, is what I'm saying. I see the rolls.
Oh yeah, they see the rolls, but just not the recent one. Like it gets the top 75, top 80% of the chat window. That's it.
I can't do anything else. I already bring it down so they can see the most recent roll, but that's all I can do. I can't really.
Yeah, I can't see Phoenix's role on this chat box right now.
But if it's not a quick fix, we'll just get it later. Yeah, let's keep it going.
Let me see here, because I thought for sure. Oh, you know what it? Oh, yeah. That's fun. Oh, I know why. Hold on.
Literally saying OBS.
No. What it is I fixed it and then I didn't transition it into the new. So there you go, guys. Sorry, that's my fault. I fixed it, but then I didn't transition into the live box.
Wish I knew what that meant.
Well, if you do OBS, you would know what it is.
I probably should, right?
In studio mode, you got two windows. There's the live window, and then there's a non-live window. And you can make all kinds of changes and stuff, and then you transition it to the live. So
there we go.
So I made the changes. I just didn't make it live. Sorry about that, guys. That's all completely my fault.
Yeah. Millennial is confirming for us that.
Okay, so Phoenix, you win. You've got it, buddy.
Okay, I am going for just some wild attacks here. No thinking, or that's not enough, is it?
No.
No. Okay, next one. Not enough. No, I already spent it. No, I didn't.
Now, how many bennies you got?
I've got two.
Two left, right?
This is the only fight you're going to have tonight.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. I'm gonna spend one Benny and one more Benny and try and re-roll that fighting roll.
Okay.
That wasn't worth it.
What the shit?
Man, you're rolling like crap. You were tearing up.
I told you.
You used your good rolls then.
Okay.
And
so this is what happens as you go and you're swinging and you're trying not to do it. You notice that what he does is he definitely moves out of the way of one of your blows, and then he makes like a maneuver to go, and he allows himself to get glanced by one of your blows, and then staggers just a second. It doesn't do anything. He's basically putting on the show.
Throw that fight.
Just for an update, how many wounds does everyone have? Phoenix, you have one?
Phoenix has none.
Not right. What's everybody worried about?
Doggish has none either.
I thought he had one. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
They've both gotten shaken and been able to shake off the shaken.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now that fear is coming back on you again. I need you to roll another spirit roll for me.
Oh shit, this is not my strong suit.
That's what I was hoping. Oh, you want to Benny that?
I'm gonna Benny it, yeah.
How many do you have left, man?
I have the one regular one left, and then the persistent one we earned from our.
There you go.
Okay, you got it. All right, you shake it off, and then he comes at you with his attacks. So here comes the first attack.
Fuck.
Hold on, he gets to roll again.
Oh.
That's the rate.
Oh, so he
Bonus damage only comes once. Don't worry. It's I'm sure it's fine.
The total of his roll, because I don't have him built into the system, so the total for his first attack roll is 22.
Oh my god.
So that's definitely a hit with a raise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So and
wait, Phoenix, do you have 19 parry?
So let's do some damage here. And so we got 5.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And then is it a D6 for the extra It's D6,
yeah,
right? For the extra damage.
For the bonus, yeah.
He only got a 1. So with that sweet ass fucking hit, he did 9 damage on your ass. And
9?
This is a named guy, and he only did 9.
What's your toughness?
He met my toughness. That means nothing, right? 0.
No. Meeting your toughness, it does something.
Shake.
Medium toughness is shaken, so 0 to
Yeah,
3.
it's a 0.
0 to 3 is shaken. So he got you shaken with that blow. Okay.
Okay.
That's blow 1.
Right.
Here comes attack 2, which now, because he was raised, let me make sure I get this right. He's because you're shaking, he gets a bonus. Oh no.
Does he?
No. I was thinking wrong. I'm thinking of the special action that he's trying to pull off on Phoenix.
Unless he has a special edge.
No.
Custom
I was mistaken. So here's the next attack, which misses. But after he just like calls off and he cranks you against the side of your head. You just barely avoid the full impact of it. You get like the knuckle of it going by you, and it scrapes along your skull, and that's what shakes you. And as he does that, he says to you, "Just know, boy, that I could have probably killed you here tonight if I did have to throw the fight."
I need one of those.
I know, right?
That's pretty good. Sorry. Go on, continue.
Okay, so now we have to deal again.
Out of character. Come on, you gotta make it look believable that you won this one.
There you go.
I
Actually,
win.
this is,
Wow.
believe it or not, this is actually playing into the hands. If he doesn't defeat this guy like just that, and has a little bit of a hard thing to do, and then Moldak kills his next guy like no problem whatsoever, Moldak's going to have it all in his favor. You know, and then maybe they'll try and get Moldak to take a dive.
So Brian's going to tap Brian and Joplin we're in the crowd, aren't we?
Oh yeah, you guys are up in the box with
I'm just going to talk to Joplin. It really looks like he's losing, doesn't it?
Okay.
I think maybe he is losing. I just
This is part of it. This is part of it. Yeah. Part of it.
And you know what it is Brian's going, "You should have seen him in the sands. He was kicking my ass."
I know what he can do, and he's definitely only pretending to lose.
no, definitely
Yeah.
pretending to lose.
Yeah.
Phoenix, it's your turn, man.
All right.
Oh shit! There you
That
go.
hits. That hits.
That'll hit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, damage. Nope. Okay.
Nope.
And I took that hit while still like down on my knees from that last hit, and then I just want to sort of like lift up onto my feet and just sort of bring this one up right under his, well, not necessarily under his chin, not calling the shot. I'm just gonna try and punch him. Really
Yeah, you're flavor coloring it, dude. Don't worry about it.
No.
Nope.
But
Whiff.
yeah, I'm not
Whiff.
spending that penny. I'm gonna need it just in
Yeah.
case.
And he's blocking your stuff with his maces. So like you're coming in, he's all like, ching, ching. So the crowd is going nuts. They're like, cheering and just yelling and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay,
Crazy Perry.
here goes Doggish's turn.
Katy Perry.
Boom. Miss.
Okay.
No.
I need to
Make a
myrtleize this
deal.
guy.
Yeah,
I think it's nerve wracking for everyone.
right? Okay. Oh, you get it again.
At least I got some of the luck from earlier.
Hey, you're winning all of them pretty much. It's sort of like the reverse of what was happening when you were fighting with Brian. Okay, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna haul off and kick this guy and try and throw him off balance.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah. Okay. You hit him.
Okay.
Nice.
Out time. There we go.
Okay. So how
There's the
much is
22.
that?
22.
Okay. So like when he spends his bed.
Wait, no, it's not. It's not because
Just 18,
What's
yeah.
his parry?
I keep forgetting this guy's parry isn't 9. It's
10.
11.
His
right?
no, his parry
11.
is 10. His parry is
Okay.
10.
Okay.
So on 14, you'll get
Still
10.
only 18.
8.
18's awesome though.
Yeah. So he's gonna take 8 damage. But
Oh, right. His toughness is 10. Gotcha.
his toughness is 10, so he'll take 8 damage. But he's gonna spend a Benny.
Yo,
I'm fighting for
What?
what?
Oh, it's a named guy. He's got a Benny.
one Benny though, right?
Yeah. So your soak is your vigor roll.
Yes, vigor, your
Right.
body.
Okay,
Yeah,
Let's see how much of this he's able to soak.
he needs to soak.
8. Look at that.
That's the exact amount.
Oh.
That's
Hey, the
all.
good thing now, though, is he's got the same amount of bennies as you.
Oh.
He's got one.
One more or one left?
He's just a named
Same
guy's
thing,
gonna have
same thing.
two. Only big name the really big bad guys were the only guys that maybe have
Left 3.
Yeah, named guys just have two, but okay.
That's
So
cool.
okay, all right. So it's his attacks though. Here we go. 1,
Nice.
miss. Okay.
And since those are multi-attacks, they're -2, right? Or we just...
No, I'm assuming this guy. I'm assuming you just gave this guy the same.
He's got some skills to him, but he doesn't have all the skills that you do. You're just rolling like shit, dude. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, it's been bad.
That D12 is not doing you any favor.
It's not. It's not doing me any favors.
Yeah.
And I feel bad because I just bumped up my smarts to a D10, and I'm thinking it might not have been the thing to do.
There we go. Oh, he gets to go first, though. Hey, I need you to give me that. He starts growling again. And I need you to give me that. Another spirit roll, buddy. You made it. Okay. All right, here comes. Swing. Miss. Okay.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna punch the shit out
What
of this
is
guy.
and what's your parry again? Just so I can remember. I gotta write that.
It's a 9. It's a 9.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Okay, so that first one I whiffed it again. I'm just going in with like bringing the hammers down on this guy to try.
Do it
and get
again.
him this time.
Get him.
It's 11, isn't it?
No, it's
parry.
10. You got
10.
it.
Okay.
Oh.
Fucking Jesus. Okay.
And
Go.
so what happens is you go and you connect, and he's acting again, and he like staggers, and he's like, "Really? This is all you got, kid?" Okay, cool. All right, so let's deal him out again.
I'm glad whatever I was going to
Oh.
get from the raise that I had from last week's leveling up, I'm glad I didn't use it because adding to the drama.
Here we go.
Nice.
10. Oh, no, sorry, 8. He's not going to hit you. All right. So he missed. Whiff. He missed you again.
No, that is. Oh, that was.
He
Two.
gets two to his rolls. So 8's still not going to hit you. So
That-
he's got to roll really good to hit you. Is basically what it comes down to, even with his bonus. So
Oh,
but
right.
it is your turn.
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Fighting. Let's do this. Okay.
That hits. That's gonna do. He's
Hey,
gonna get.
there we go.
He's
Enough
shaking.
to shake him, right?
Yep,
Okay.
he's shaking.
Motherfucker, shake him. Okay. And I'm gonna just now that I see him like rocked a little bit, I'm just gonna try and like really just like right to the center of his chest, like the sternum, just try and
Do
win the guy.
Oh, that's terrible. Even with his -1, he's able to not get hit.
Can't you take a penalty and kick him now?
Take a penalty and kick him. What are you talking about?
Can't you do like a -2 and throw
I could
another
do,
move?
you know what? I'm gonna do a -2. I will. I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. More attacks. Okay.
I'm gonna go in for a third. Yeah, I'm
Do
gonna go
it.
for a third attack with the disadvantage.
Great deal.
5.
God
Cool.
damn it.
That was it's just like one of those really lame hits where you're like,
And he's really buying into him. Whenever you're going at it, it's like these little. He goes, oh, you know, like you're really taking it to him.
Good thing he's wearing that full face helmet.
Yeah, because otherwise people would see his eyes rolling and shit. Damn it, I did it again. Let me recall these cards. Deal. 1.
I'm not even watching these.
There we go. And he gets again. Okay. Here it comes.
I'm not gonna have the same luck.
There it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah, that hits me.
Okay, so let's
The
roll
raise.
some damage. 9, 10, 11, 12. And your toughness is what?
That's 3. So it's still only enough to shake me.
So
but
you're
it's enough.
shaking. Okay, excellent. Here comes the next attack. 5. He doesn't hit you, but you are shaken now. Oh, you know what? I didn't roll for his shaken.
Ooh.
Because he still would have hit you, but I still need to roll for his shaken. His first.
Unless he's shaken.
Well, still with -1, what's your parry? Your parry's 9, right?
No, I mean, if he's shaken, he can't attack.
Oh, no, you're right.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. So let's roll for his shaken. That might not. Yeah, he totally made his shaken. So we're good.
You're
All right,
hoping.
cool.
I'm hoping.
Now let's see what I can do.
Yeah.
Create that.
Let's see this vigor.
Is
Come on,
vigor
get unshaken.
Mine.
Yes,
Yep.
you're unshaken. Okay, cool.
Is it? I thought it was 7 enough. It was 4,
Yeah,
right?
4.
It's just a
It's
success.
a standard.
I was thinking of my soak roll from earlier.
No, standard success. Okay, cool. It's your attack. Get him.
All right.
And he's all like, "Come at me. Come on."
And I'm just gonna be like, could you fucking shut up? And there.
Wham!
Trying. I'm
There you
trying.
go. That's a hit.
It's
It's not good though.
And I'm
Come
gonna
on.
come back at him again.
Oh shit!
Whoopee!
I hit him the most amount of hit that you can hit somebody.
You hit him. He's definitely 22 is definitely gonna smack him. So you're gonna get you're definitely gonna get bonus die on the damage here.
Come on.
Okay, so it's a 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, he would take 1 wound off of this. He's gonna
Hey,
take
you
it.
know
He's
what?
gonna take the wound. He's gonna take the wound.
No, and it seems like we're not hitting often, but considering everybody only has 4 HP,
Yes, that's
Yeah.
the deal.
Yes, in case you aren't familiar with Savage Worlds.
Yes.
we don't have like 30 HP. It's just 4. Get hit 4 times, you're dead.
Okay,
Right.
there we go.
And
You got it. You got it, Jack. There, man. Come on.
okay, and I'm just gonna follow that last hit up with try and get him again. No. And another one.
Ah,
You know what? He's shaking right now, right?
Dude. So he's at a 9. He's got the -1 on there, so you still didn't make it though.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So now
Right.
I got to roll to see if he gets unshaken.
This D12 sucks.
Yeah, I know. I'm not loving it.
He is unshaken.
Yeah, of course he is.
Okay. And so he's going to attack you. Here we go. A 1 and a 2 and
I'm good.
10
I'm safe.
10
Oh,
hits.
wait, 10 does hit me.
10 hits you.
Yeah, roll some damage.
Okay. Let's see. 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, that's it's enough to shake me.
Okay, so you're shaking.
Okay, come on.
All right, let's deal some cards.
Well, yeah, right. I guess I don't get to unshake yet because I was first.
Yep.
I forget.
And you're first again. You're beating him in the
Okay,
initial
let's
almost
do
every
this.
time, though.
I have to unshake. I've got 1 persistent Benny. I'm not gonna throw
Yeah.
that away on it.
You're not unshaken.
I'm using my last Benny. Here.
Okay. All right.
I know this guy's not gonna kill me, so
Yeah. Yeah.
or at least I think I do. So far, he's not making it seem like he's gonna turn.
And when
change.
you spend a Benny on being shaken, it doesn't
It's for
automatic.
free. Yeah,
It's
automatic.
automatically.
Oh, right, it's
so
automatic.
you don't have to roll. Yeah.
Right, I forgot about that.
So,
But you're out of persistent bennies?
Oh yeah, I spent everything.
yeah. Okay. So go ahead, give me some attacks.
I gotta sell this thing.
But oh my god.
That's a miss. That's a hit.
There we go.
There you go. And you get the bonus damage on it.
And I'm gonna need it. It's still not gonna hit him.
Nope. It was in it. And he staggers back when you do that. Stagger, and goes down to one knee. And he's like, "Gotta come on." He's complaining behind his mask. Okay.
Isn't there a way to give somebody bennies in this game?
An edge.
He
It's an edge.
There's an
Damn.
edge.
Edge.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Attack 1. 10, so that'll hit.
Yeah, that'll hit me.
Okay, so here's the damage. Oop. Does not enough.
No.
Attack 2. That'll hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
11.
That'll shake me again.
So you just took a wound.
Joke.
You're shaken and have a wound now. So you guys are you both got one wound. You're still shaken though, and it is your turn, sir.
All right, let's do this. There we go. Okay.
Okay, you're not shaken.
And
take him out.
He's trying. He's trying.
Giving me anxiety over here.
I know I'm stressed. I got no bennies, so that's it. That's the end of that round.
He kind of leans into another blow and staggers one another way. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's deal this out some more cards.
Oh. Oh. Just.
You got it. You still won.
Okay. I have to unshake, though, don't I?
No, you unshook already.
Oh, I unshook last time, yeah. Right, okay. Come on. There we go.
There you go. You got it with a 12. Yeah, you got him there time.
I'm just speeding through them now. Let's see what happens.
Give us some damage. Come on.
Come on.
I'm like bleeding all over the corner of my mouth.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, 22. That'll do some.
Yeah, it's 12. So
12.
2. He is not shaken, but he is shaken now.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot this guy's.
He unshook, but he is shook now. Okay. That was your second attack, though, right?
That was.
Okay, let's see if he unshakes.
Hell yeah.
He doesn't unshake. Oh, no. He gets no attack.
No.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Okay. All right.
Kill this guy.
Bring the pain.
All right. It's his turn, so he's going to try and unshake again.
Oh.
And he's successful.
God damn it.
Attack 1. 11. That's a hit.
The hit.
So 11 points of damage. So
Yeah,
you're shaken now. And you were shaken, so now you've got 2 wounds.
He wasn't shaking.
No, I wasn't shaking.
Oh, you weren't shaking.
Sure,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, so you're shaken.
Shaking.
There we go.
Let's see this other attack.
And let's see the other attack. He misses.
Oh, thank God.
Your turn.
All right. Let's see if I can unshake. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Now I'm gonna punch this guy until he's dead. No. There, that one will do.
12 will hit. See some damage.
11.
Oh,
He's
that's
shaking.
not shake him though, right?
Yeah, he's shaking.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so we get to deal again. Now, if you see, there you go. You can get him shaken, and if you get to the attack before him, and you don't.
Ah.
Okay, so he's gonna.
Wait, is that a black Joker? Is that what that means?
Oh no, you're right. That is a Joker.
Yeah.
Hey!
Oh, guess what? You get a Benny back too, baby.
Hell yeah.
I was gonna say, wow, things go
I
south.
thought it was of the J.A., not J.O., yeah.
You're welcome for all the jokers, my friends.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Meanwhile, Ari is just like drowning in bennies. She
Go
hasn't
ahead.
done.
I used
Oh no, you did. Who's? Oh wait, Joplin. He hasn't used any
I'm
bennies.
drowning in.
Drowning.
It's your attack, Phoenix.
All right, let's see if I can fucking kill this guy this time.
He's shaken, so that hits.
Oh, right,
right.
because it's
on a -9 or -1. Sorry.
Yes.
What damage you do.
Fuck.
Okay.
I want to re-roll that. No, I'm gonna wait.
You got another attack yet? That doesn't hit?
I'm gonna re-roll that attack.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Give it to me. All right.
Well,
So he takes
I
that
enjoyed
hit,
having that Benny for 5 seconds.
and he again, he's like acting with it, and he kind of like goes to one side, and he's like going, "Oh, for Christ's sakes, kid, just let it go on my ass so I can go down."
That's kind of weird.
Lay a good one on my ass.
Yeah. All right. So he's
Take
going to
that.
try to get unshaken. He
Yeah,
succeeds.
he does.
He shall attack you. And
Oh.
8, so that's a miss. 8, 10.
That'll get me.
That'll get you. For only 4 points, so that does nothing.
Nothing. Okay. Roll us some new cards here. Let's see.
Come on,
Another
man. Take
Joker
him
would be
out.
great.
You got it. You won again.
Nothing.
Okay.
Come on, this D12. I wanted.
Oh, Snake Eyes.
Treating
That
you
is a
bad.
fumble.
That's Snake
Wait,
Eyes.
is it?
Double ones. Yeah.
Yes.
So natural ones.
Right, my +2. Yeah.
Plus twos.
Oh, what happened to you?
I know what it means for me, but I don't know what it
You
means for him.
swing at him. He moves to the side. Your momentum carries you forward. You fall flat on your face. And he's standing there, and he's like above you with his maces, and he's looking down at your ass as you turn over frantically. He goes, "Yeah, for crying out loud. Well, I gotta pay the rent anyway."
Shit.
Yes.
He takes one swing at you, deliberately misses. Takes another swing at you, deliberately misses. But they're real close. They allow you to scramble away. All right.
Brian.
Aren't you guys glad you decided to do this whole gladiator thing?
Guy's only supposed to be the first fight.
He backs up a couple of feet, and he does one of those with his maces, like, "Come on, get up, come at me, come on." He's like taunting you, and the crowd's going, "Boo, boo." It's your turn.
Can I just quietly to myself, as if I am losing my money, pray to Pearden for some guidance and or direct help?
Sure. Go ahead, pray away. Hey, Phoenix, it's your turn.
Okay. Ooh, okay. Nothing.
Shaken? I don't know where we're at.
That's one. You got another. There you go.
Come on, damage.
So
Don't.
you get up and you go running at him. You're like pissed that because he's taunting you now, and you miss, and then you connect here though.
What the shit?
He takes the hit
No
to the side of his head and spins around and falls backwards and drops his maces out of his hands and is just laying there on the sands, and you hear from in his helmet, "Congratulations, kid." Yeah, congratulations. And then the crowd, seeing that he's vanquished, erupts in cheers. Hooray!
I want to. Now that he's down, I want to get down on a knee and lift him up off the ground.
Like, get away from me.
And no, I'm not letting him stay down. I'm gonna lift him up and put my arm around him and lift his arm as well.
He pushes. He tries to do a feeble I'm supposed to be unconscious. Leave me alone. I'm
supposed to be unconscious.
I'm holding him up.
And then
and I'm
finally
just,
he's all like, "I'm gonna remember this kid."
In a good way or in a bad way?
and I'm really gonna go. I fucking hope.
I can't be.
And I'm gonna slap him on the side of the head.
The doors open, the trumpets blare, they whisk you out, and then we're gonna fast forward. The rest of you go back to Rabaka's place, and Rabaka waits at the arena for Phoenix. So you guys all get back to Rabaka's first, and you're mulling around in some out on the in the garden, and then Rabaka goes back with you, and he's talking with you as you get cleaned up and all this different stuff, and then he brings you back, and you guys are there when Phoenix comes in, led in by Rabaka. Rabaka gave you a nice long conversation on the ride back when it was just the two of you, telling you that you've got skill. You need to quit being so afraid, and you need to learn how to sell the fight better. It's like the only reason that we were able to succeed this time is because Doggish is a pro. And it's almost as if he could have taken you out there. You're better than this. I mean, I saw you fighting against Brian in my garden, and you're on fire. You're spectacular. So he gives you a tongue lashing like that.
Yeah.
Then he brings you in. He brings you into the garden, and then he leaves you there with your friends, and he goes away, letting you guys to talk amongst yourselves.
Well, that sucked.
Yeah, Phoenix. I mean, you know how I am, and I always try to be positive and say objectively good things about your performance.
That was really close, actually.
Like
Too
that.
close.
Yeah. That's usually.
Now, here's the thing. I want you guys to give me notice rolls. Everybody, not Phoenix, everybody else. Give me notice rolls.
Got a 9.
Okay, Brian believed everything in the fight.
Oh, hey, hello.
Jonathan knows for a fact that he was getting his ass beat and that it was this guy could have taken him out.
I don't think I needed a notice roll for that one.
You know exactly. Well, because they were acting out there, so maybe they could have sold it to you. Brian bought everything. He was like, "Wow, that was great."
Yeah.
Of course, Brian did.
Ari, you totally have your suspicions about it.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Hey, Riga, man, thanks for stopping in and watching. We're getting ready to wrap up right here now anyway, our Quitting Times 10, but we appreciate you coming in and following us and watching, man. Okay, if you guys want to say anything amongst yourselves, go ahead.
Phoenix, have you got anything in your arsenal with a little more kick to it?
Yes, that final blow. Luckily, you were able to, get that quick last one in.
That glancing blow at the end?
What are you talking about? That was like the moment
there was an awful lot of acting happening out there. And I mean a lot of acting.
Listen to him. I saw what I saw.
Someone offered me the power to see in the dark.
Well,
okay.
Did you?
Somebody started to make you offers, and then you just started making fun of her, so you never figured out what the rest of the offers were. Let's be honest here.
What are we talking about?
I thought I asked him if he had anything else in his arsenal, and at one time he had been given the opportunity to have dark vision.
Yeah, I could see in the dark, but I mean I couldn't. They said I might be able to.
Was that could be like a tonic or some type of potion or something?
I didn't really ask the details. That kind of just.
But you don't have it, am I right?
No, I can't do that.
No, so that we'll scratch that one off the list.
Yeah, good idea.
I think we need to go back to the Arcanist.
Well, I mean, I can probably do some stuff. I punch pretty hard. I'm kind of a bit punch drunk, to be honest. I can't really think straight.
All right.
I didn't see you covering Gordon's butt.
I didn't want my face.
He was wearing his gauntlets.
Mm-hmm.
May I see them? It's just overnight, and
Sure.
give them back to you tomorrow, Phoenix.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm not attached to them. They're pretty new.
All right. I'm going to pray over these tonight and try to add some kind of, I don't know.
I'm sure anything will help, but
I thought your whole gimmick was that when you pray over things, you're actually just you're gonna make them into like spring loaded or something.
I was hoping that, my god of fire could give you, some fire punching, because punching isn't getting it done.
No, it's not. And I think metagame wise, I'm going to have to think about that long and hard after tonight's session.
You got more fights coming, too.
Are you sure you don't want a sword?
look, Phoenix, you're probably very tired right now. Let's just all get something to eat, and you especially should probably rest. And we'll talk about this later tonight, I think.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. I think I'm still seeing the fantasy equivalent of Tweety Birds.
Exactly. And on
you're
that
alive.
note, yes. And on that note, we are going to end this episode. You finally got to step into the ring there, Phoenix.
And I got my
ass kicked.
No,
Not really. I mean, He
It
could
was-
have. He would have eventually probably wore him down because he has the ability to do it. What really sucked for him was going so low on the Benny so quick. Because
Well,
that put him in a dangerous position
Yeah.
with the guy.
The
Because
the
he
D12
could get lucky.
the D12 also isn't super effective against anything other than mooks. That's like I really was thinking like, yeah, I'm the tank. I'll be able to soak up all the low level guys while they all take on the tough guys.
Yeah. So
that was my metagame reason for being
and
yeah, I'll go for the D12.
Yep. And what we learned here is that you went in, and that's very it. Once you came up this against a named guy, wow, all these new skills and things you guys are learning, you're all like, well, I need some more. All right, everybody. Hey, I want to say thank you very much for tuning in and watching tonight's episode. We really appreciate it. We are here every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time for Tales of a Savage Land. We are also here on this very same channel here every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern for Greyhawk Adventures Presents. And currently, we are all in the Ghosts of Saltmarsh. So stop by and watch that too, especially if you like old school D&D. We do play 5e, but it's got that old school feel because I'm kind of a dick like that. So if you haven't already, please go down below. You will find a link to the Wicked Studios LLC Discord channel. You can go ahead and log in there, chat with us, tell us what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, and how we can do something better. And definitely go in and say, what the fuck, that isn't how that rule goes, because as you can see, I need that help. And thank you everyone who chimed in on the anything rules wise. Rigger, again, I know you've already logged off, but thank you very much. We really appreciate all of that. If you want to get a hold of me on Twitter, you can get a hold of me at GiantStop. And then also too, you can go and there's Tales of a Savage Land has their own Facebook page. Wicked Studios LLC has their own Facebook page as well. We post all kinds of cool groovy stuff up there as well that you can see. So with me having said all my saids, let's go ahead and sign out by letting these guys talk to you. So we ended with Tony at the beginning, so we'll start with Tony to go on out.
Hey everybody, I'm Uncle Tony or Stupid Tony on Twitter. Or thank you for joining us. I played Joplin Mayfair tonight, and I got nothing to pitch this week. I got nothing to throw
Yes,
out.
you do. You've got delicious cookies, sir.
Crumbtogether.com. Delicious cookies.
Come together.
Go
Oh,
to
yeah.
Come Together, and you can find delicious cookies. Excellent. All right, Grace, go ahead.
Well, I'm Grace. I played Ari tonight. I honestly, truly have nothing to shout out, but you can find me here on Wednesday nights.
There you go. Jonathan.
Hello, I'm Jonathan. I play Brian. I just realized that I thought when me and Phoenix were fighting, it was the unstoppable force meets the immovable object because I too built for defense. However, I built I'm a metal slab, whereas I think Phoenix is like a what's it called, a meat wall, you know?
I think a punching bag, maybe.
Punching.
At least based on that last performance, yeah.
Yeah. It's what's. So I realized if I'm defense, he built defense. Ari does magic, and then I think Joplin did what's it called,
Tomfoolery, I think is the official word.
tomfoolery. No, subterfuge.
How dare you?
Subterfuge. So wait, who's the damage in our party right now?
See, these are some things for you guys to take into consideration because you're now going to.
It will be me again because I've decided I'm just going to go full force on the damage die now because they need to go. They need to go.
Yeah.
We have survivability. I think that's what we did, longevity. But anyways, that's me, and thank you for watching.
And last but not least, Dylan.
Oh, hey, Dylan Trahan, pretty much everywhere. If you want to watch me get my ass kicked more, you could tune in again next week, or you could go find me on YouTube. I don't have a fancy link, so you just have to find me the old-fashioned way with a search engine. It's not the old-fashioned way. I guess the old-fashioned way with a divining rod. But if you want to find me on YouTube, I mean, I play video games there sometimes. I haven't posted in a while, but you can go check that out.
There it is. And this episode, I think, leaves all of you for the first time in a while with getting, you're going to think about what's coming next and what you have to do to prepare for things. It's been kind of easy picking on lowly pirates for a while, hasn't it?
I want to be close enough next time so that I could throw up my little wall of
Not
flame.
a problem, man. Like I said, actually, Rob Baca said that we could work it in. Let's get it worked out with the, because remember, he doesn't own the arena. The arena is owned by the city, and
It could have been a surprise. It could have been something. Yeah,
it'll be a surprise for the fans. All right, everybody. Again, thank you very much for tuning in and watching, and we will see you soon. And you know what? I didn't do it. I didn't get it wouldn't be me if I didn't have the ending credits ready to roll. All right, there it is. Anyway, thank you again, everybody, for tuning in and watching, and we will talk to you all very soon and see you next week. Peace out.
all going so smoothly up until then.